and you better not be square because you would not then be around. We are currently getting ready for many rounds of fast-paced, action-packed green shell, blue shell, purple shell, every single color under the sun kind of shell being thrown at you here today at the HyperX Arena at the beautiful Luxor Hotel and Casino. I'm super excited to be back because we've been gone for a week, Logan.
I know.
So what did you do in that week?
Well, you know what? I started a new Toys R Us store. Have you ever heard of one of those?
Absolutely. I
well,
love
guess
Toys
what?
R Us.
I opened one up here in Vegas.
Really?
No, fake news.
Oh.
Didn't do any of that. But I did cast a bunch of great games, and I'm excited to be back here in the lovely...
Took it away.
Yeah, well, it's the HyperX Arena, baby. We've got Brett Michaels is in the house tonight, showing up and showing out and showing you exactly what Mario Kart is all about. So will you put that Mario Kart pedal to the metal and get down like a clown like Charlie Brown and turn that Mario Kart frown upside down? We're back, baby, and it's time for you to win a little bit of that do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti. I felt like I was in church for a second. All right, so look.
I'm trying to do something different, you know?
No,
you got to always throw it to. I tried to think of things I could do.
I thought you were a
and
monk.
Elden Ring came to mind. I was like, all right, let me do something like that, you know?
Of course you did Elden Ring. You literally live inside of that game.
And understandably, more beautiful than real life. What can I say?
You know what? There's no one trying to kill me, well, not that I know of, in real life. So, you know what? Let's get back from the Elden Ring and let's get down to Mario Kart. It's been a week.
It has.
And I bet you there's a little bit of ring rust from some of our competitors here. I talked a little bit Psycho earlier, said she had to battle down with her schoolwork this week and wasn't able to practice. Well, as we know from my good friend Fatality, there are 3 simple things in esports that you need to do. It's called practice, practice, practice. And let's find out who's been practicing and who's been laying off of that Mario Kart pedal. Well, hey, we've got Emery in the house. We've got Bobby in the house. We've got Jackie Juarez in the house. I saw J-Dex in the house. Ankles is here. We've got some of the top players in the industry in Mario Kart right here. In all of the world, let alone Viva Las Vegas. And it is time to find out who's going to win that $200. I got to tell you this, though. Bobby, every single week when he comes in, he says, I say, who's going to win? And he always points to somebody else. This week, he looked at me and goes, I'm back for win number 3. He has gone back-to-back victories. Will he go back-to-back-to-back victories? Only time will tell. Let's find out what the breakdown is.
Let's see. We got our first racers coming up. If you see your name, hopefully this is actually qualifier number 1. I am hoping we've got Yezi, Immortal, Ariel Apostle, Taco Cat, Blackout, back with us again, Kiro, Big Bad Pig, Adams, Stars, Paradise, back with us again, Sundrop, and Very Better. All, if you heard your name, get lined up, get ready to go, and get ready for your first 4 races. Because if you don't know how this tournament works, it works in qualifiers. So you're going to have different qualifiers for 12 different races, but they're also calling them up. So let's give it a second.
And by the way, if you were a Pearl Jam fan, it would be very Ledbetter. I want to put that out there. If you're a Pearl Jam fan, that's a solid joke.
I saw that. I
Did you get that? You got that?
I understood that reference.
All right, good.
Oh
good.
my God, that's not good.
No, you're getting old.
No, yeah, not good.
Right before
not good
our
at all.
eyes. Right before our eyes, he is aging in front of us.
Oh
man. All right, so why don't we explain these qualifiers?
All right. So this tournament works as in qualifiers. So there's going to be 4 different qualifiers here tonight. You're going to have 4 races to either make it into semifinals or you're going home. Out of all the competitors here today, top 24 racers out of those 4 qualifiers will be moving on to semifinals. 12 into semifinals number 1, 12 into semifinals number 2, and then that'll be 6 races into those. You get to pick tracks into semifinals. Whoever wins those first place racers in 1 and 2 will be able to ban a track, and that'll make out our top 12 competitors. That's our grand finalists. 6 from first one, 6 from the other. Logan, break down this prize pool that we're giving out every single week.
All right, Bobby's trying to get 3 times as a charm. $200 is our first place prize. $100 is our second place prize. $70 goes to third place, 55 to fourth, 45 to fifth, and it goes all the way down to 10th and 12th place, where they're going to end up with $30. But you know what?
Double your in your cash.
Double in your money. A little bit of that don't re mi fa sol la ti. Let's see what you do.
You know, you got to be able to at least double. When I hear about doubling my money, that gets me excited.
You're flat like a
No,
American
not.
Idol singer, bro.
No, not. No, that was beautiful. What do you mean? You don't have a tear in your eye right now?
Oh, no, I have a tear in my eye, but it's not because you were so good.
Is that a crack in your glasses? Because I hit that note so good.
Kelly Clarkson didn't come over here and share her story with you. I'll tell you that much. But here we are to tell the story of the tale tonight. We've got a lot of great competitors in here. Will Bobby be able to go 3 times a charm? We'll find out. Emery is here to stop him doing that, and all the other competitors on stage are under the lights in the HyperX arena, and they are about to go to battle.
They are. And if you didn't know, we actually had a Mario Kart tournament ran by our very own Mega J Keezy.
Yep.
There was a few technical errors, but we were able to stream the most important parts, which was Emery absolutely dominating the competition, absolutely swept in that 150cc. All these competitors were voted in by the community to be a part of that tournament. So that is really fun to see all of the community coming together, voting for their favorite people, as well as competing. It was like a big LAN party. It was amazing. It was a great event, and it was just something you should check out if you haven't already. USMK Twitch channel, and you'll be able to watch that VOD and see all that went down in that. It was just, you know how you see everyone getting angry on stage here, you know, they're bantering. I've never seen them have so much fun in my life. Actually, they were laughing. They were having a big time the entire 2 days. It was actually, in every interview, I was just like, I've never heard you guys actually smile. So it was crazy.
I watched the interviews. It looked like a lot of fun. I'm super stoked that you were able to cover it. Also, a little bit upset that the namesake, and I didn't get a phone
That's
call,
what I'm saying.
I mean, I'm just saying. That's okay. The community loves you, Pidgey. The community puts up with me. That's the difference between you and I.
I think we're at the same level right there, man. I'm just saying. But it still was a very, very fun event. We've got the racers going on the stage now. Seeing them getting lined up, seeing them getting ready, and it's so adorable. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. We have a little munchkin up there. It's so cute. So adorable. No matter what your age is, who you are, even if you're a parent, you can go up there and race with your kids and have a huge bonding experience and just have a great time. It's Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. We are coming up on the final few months of this game,
Yes,
Logan.
we are.
And we're going to be seeing that Switch 2 soon and the new Mario Kart soon, and seeing what Immortal will be ordering in the next few months.
Yeah, let's just take a look at Immortal while he eats, by the way. Let's just do that. Yeah, Immortal.
Food review.
Hey,
tax write-off now.
The food here is good, so get involved. Immortal's enjoying it. You should be too. And if you're sitting at home thinking to yourself, I could do this, come on down and be part of the action and prove to us that you actually can. What's up?
No, he pointed that out. He is scrambling.
He said,
Immortal's scrambling.
Hey,
You can see the thumbs bouncing.
Loaded fries.
Loaded fries,
Yo,
baby.
nothing better than some French fries, especially when you load them up. Get down here and get involved. The food is great. Say hi to our good friends Mike and Dave over there. Grab yourself an adult beverage. Grab yourself a water. Grab yourself a soda. Do whatever you like, but make sure that you eat some food here because the food is delish, as Rachel Ray would say.
And we saw Ariel Postle, we saw Taco Cat. Ariel Postle only has a few more months with us anyways.
I know, right?
So I really want to see them actually conquer it. If you haven't already, follow them on Twitch as well. They have some amazing live streams. They're playing It Takes Two with their wife right now.
It takes
so
two
it's
to
very
make a
nice.
thing go right. It takes two to make it on a site.
So you know what? Check out everyone's Twitch channel. Support the community. You know, it's a few more months until we get a new Mario Kart game. And it's going to be a fun few months at that to see who's going to try and scramble, make their name known. And then as you're seeing right now, you got father and son helping each
Look
other
at this.
out.
Look at this.
Oh,
I love
what-
to see it.
What
You
a bonding
gotta-
experience.
It's all about family and community here at the HyperX, especially with the Mario Kart community. And look, I started video gaming because my dad brought Super Mario home, and that's how I got involved. I know a lot of us got involved through our family members, whether they be a brother, sister, cousin, uncles, nephews, daughters, roommate. It doesn't matter. As long as you have somebody showing you the awesomeness that is video games. This is how we all get into it. So I love the sharing and the caring that goes on here at the HyperX Arena.
100%. There is just a lot of love in the arena. Everyone's here for the purpose of just bonding, being a part of the community, and it is one of the best communities I've ever been a part of, truly. I do as much bantering as I can to, annoy a lot of the competitive community, but it's also so much fun to do so.
You know what? I've got one question, everybody.
Ooh, what's the question?
I've got one question.
What is it?
And one question only.
Will you ask it?
Are you ready? Because it's time to break forth the rhythm and the rhyme. It's time to get down like a clown like Charlie Brown and turn your frown upside down. And it is time for Mario Kart to shine. So welcome to it. This is Saturday Night Speedway live at the HyperX Arena inside the lovely and luxurious Luxor Hotel. Let's get down.
Hey, I couldn't have said it any better, Logan. Really excited to have you back here with the absolute hype, energy, and everything else. And really, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, I think it's one of the best competitive games you can play.
Yes.
Truly, it's just a lot of fun, a lot of chaos, and just things that are out of your control sometimes. But going forward in this first qualifier,
Yes.
what is the number one thing do you think is important for some of these new racers competing with us today?
Well, let's talk about what you can control. And
Yes.
what you can control
Kart.
is your loadout,
Yes.
okay? So you want to go with roller tires, roller tires, roller tires. I want you to think that you're in the band Limp Bizkit, and you're just rolling, rolling, rolling
See, this
through
is
a
no
crosswalk.
good.
Like Fred Durst is right now somewhere, just getting through that crosswalk, hoping that he's going to get to the other side.
And we're going to the one, the only Dry Desert. That's
Let's
the
go.
first track of the day. Serving it up Gary's way. And Dry Desert, though, not a popular track, so a lot
Nope.
of these competitors are going to be a little bit frustrated with this one. And remember, this is a bagging track. We can
It
already
is.
throw out the definitions out here where you can go back, grab some, or go forward, grab some power items, and you don't have to start the race like you're seeing Yezi do right now. You don't got to race. There's so much off-road that you'll be able to grab a golden mushroom, a star, bullet bill, and just use the off-road to catch up even faster than running this track.
And here we are. This is the most Luxor track that we will have tonight. Dry Desert. Everybody taking their time right now. No one actually wants to be first out of the gates, apparently.
No, they do not. Basically, you go up to 10 coins, which is so important.
Yes.
Do not ignore the coins on the road. If you get up to 10 coins, you are actually going to max out your top speed. Someone who has 10 coins is actually going faster than someone who has 9 coins, 8 coins, 2 coins. You want to prioritize that as much as you can on these first 2 laps.
And it's very important every time you take a bump or a jump that you are tricking off that, because that will keep you speed up, keep you going in the right direction. And you know what? It also looks good.
It very much does. And I hope they add a lot more tricks with the next Mario Kart. I don't know, like Tony Hawk Pro Skater type moves. You know, I want to be able to like do a 720 and then get a super speed boost, a super mini turbo or something like that. I
Yeah,
don't know, ultra mini turbo.
If I can't ride a rail in the next one,
That's
I'm
what I'm saying.
super upset.
I had a dream about that actually. I was like, man, being able to just go off the side of the map and then being able to grab a turbo like that, it would be a lot of fun. But right now we are seeing Big Bad Pig going to get their house blown down by a blue shell. Well, blown up, I guess. As we're going to be seeing them throw that red shell forward and work their way up from 3rd place. And this is not Paradise. I don't believe.
No.
It could be, but I don't think so.
It very well might be, but they're currently in 9th place right now, fighting their way up. Falling down to 10th place, kicking up to 8th place, 9th place. They've got 9 points. They need 1 more so that they can go faster than everybody else. Big Bad Pig has his 10 points. There they are currently in third place, looking very Australian with that boomerang.
Oh, going to take that drift a little bit too wide, hitting that off-road, avoids that green shell from behind, and now has to deal with two more. But now we got, that is not Stars, that is Immortal in second place, gonna have that coin in hand, going around these corners, blue shell on the way. I think it's going to connect to Immortal. No, it is not! Gonna be able to cross that finish line in second place. Yes, he grabbed that first place finish, and Big Bad Pig going to be able to grab that third place finish.
Yo, Big Bad Pig has some family and friends behind them tonight, making some noise in the HyperX arena. That's right, get behind all of your favorite racers and racettes and get here and be part of the action. We're here almost each and every single Saturday night, and if you want to keep your finger on the pulse of the community, get involved in our Discord and make sure that you watch all of our VODs on twitch.tv/Allied Esports.
Or YouTube. We're finally getting around to uploading all of these VODs. Had a little bit of a backup, but now finally have the time to upload all of these. So even check out our YouTube channel. Same exact thing. Yeah. Allied Esports on YouTube. You'll be able to watch, hey, what do these top ranked competitors do? What are the drifts they're taking? What are the lines they're taking? And learn from them, because that's exactly what I did when I was competing.
Yeah, forget about the comedy that we bring to the table. If you actually want to learn stuff each and every single week, check out those VODs. Look, if you're not putting in the time, what are you going to get out of it, all right? I need you to understand, it's not just enough to race the races when you want. You need to do the time trials, especially for the maps that you don't like. Because guess what? You don't like those maps because you're not good at them. Get better.
Yeah, now you're a part of the community now, Logan. You're really, it's really been embedded in your mind. They're like, oh no, all the tracks are amazing. Don't you worry. You're just bad.
All 96 of them.
Yeah, exactly. It's just how it is, you know. But we're going to Tokyo Blur.
All right,
not a bad track, right, guys?
Because
like you just have to time trial it. No, this one's very straightforward. A lot of straightaways. I don't know. I'm not a huge fan because of how straightforward it actually is. But right now we are seeing Immortal here in second place. Unless that is actually
that's Immortal.
Yeah, that's right. Maybe they changed their name.
I hope not.
Maybe. That's not Paradise. That can't be right.
Call me maybe if it is actually Immortal. I do agree with this. We've got Paradise maybe in 8th place currently. They spam those mushrooms. Please do not spam the mushrooms. You go one at a time. You got 3. It does not make you go any faster if you spam them out.
No, they do not. And yeah, that's definitely not Immortal. Unless Immortal got a few gym days.
I'm gonna guess that's Paradise.
Yes, it is. That is Paradise. There we go. I thought I wasn't going crazy, but we are going to be able to see them pop through that double item box. That's what you want to do. Try and grab some better items. Here in 8th place gets fired out, losing 3 points, and now you gotta remember, you gotta get up to that 10 points, especially at a track like this. But that's gonna be even more difficult with the shot coming out, everyone losing their items. Blue shell on the way.
All right, I call it purple, but that's just because I'm old and I can't see clearly. We've got Blackout currently in 4th place, making their way to 3rd. They are on a run, but they've got people right behind them. They fell back into 4th. It's a race back and forth. This is a teeter-totter battle to the death right now for 3rd and 4th place.
Ooh, going to have that fire flower tossing it out. It's going to bounce across the wall and hit both of them. The person throwing the fire flower and the other competitor. But Immortal's going to be able to drift their way and not worry about a thing. There's nothing to stop them in the air unless it was themselves and you're riding on an airplane. But Yezi going to be here in second.
Ain't no thing but a chicken wing as Taco Cat comes in 3rd place. Way to be. You see that smile on Taco Cat's face. Taco Cat, give us a little thumbs up. Give us some love over there, my friend. He had his headphones on.
Yeah, he couldn't hear us.
Yeah, whatever.
Which is a good thing. We're trying to call out things, you know. I hope they're not listening
I
to
wouldn't
us.
be listening to me.
I wouldn't either. Everyone was talking about that too. I'm like, how do you play with your headphones off? I got to hear the sound effects.
Right.
I got to hear the music in the game. I got to be immersed. You know, I got to become the Yoshi when I'm racing on the racetrack. Like, unironically, I don't know how they playing with their headphones off.
Be the Yoshi.
Exactly.
Be the Yoshi.
Oh.
Woosah.
That's what you got to do.
All right, so we've got 2 races of our first qualifier down right now.
Down.
All right. Who are we looking at? Who are we liking in this first qualifier?
You know what? As always, we got Immortal Yezi leading the pack. Taco Cat coming back, doing work as well.
Taco Cat did very well last week.
Yeah. So being
the week before.
Yeah, week before. I was saying that last night too. I was like, last week. No, it was 2 weeks ago. And honestly, a lot of these competitors didn't really have that week off. Some of them did, but most of these competitors did not.
Yeah, you guys had that tournament in between. So you know what? They just went to a different place to play. You got out of mom's basement, out of the HyperX arena, and into somebody else's basement. It was a good time.
Well, second floor, buddy. We upgraded. I was stuck in the basement.
Moving on up to the second floor. You finally got a piece of the pie.
Did I?
No.
There was pizza, so I did get a piece of the pie.
Pizza pie.
There we go. Twisted Mansion, you can't dodge it. You're going to burn out on it. But it is also a soft bagging track, and you don't really want to commit to the bagging. You can kind of go for that shot or for that dodge and then go from there. Because getting points on this track, getting up to 10, going through these shortcuts, it's going to help you out a lot. Especially at the very end of the track, you can see that really being utilized. But Sun Drop here, not going to find the ray of sunshine after getting item screen on both boxes. But they're going to work their way up to 6th place. Thankfully, no other. Oh, spoke too soon.
Ooh, spoke too soon. Dropping it just like Sundrop just did. Currently in 7th place is Stars.
Oh!
And Stars got.
It never gets easy.
It doesn't get any easier.
When you see that green shell coming, I actually flinch.
Yeah, you know what? And we've talked about this before. Remember, if that green shell hits off of the side, it becomes a red shell. Yeah, look, don't play muscle.
Yeah, you know what? And it's been a controversial thing, and I kind of understood that, yes, how fast you're going, you're actually just hitting yourself with that bouncing green because it's slowing itself down technically on those hits, and then you're going to be running right into it because you're just going faster than the green shell. So that it's still the same exact idea happening.
So in that library, there's a no item shortcut that we didn't see anybody take in the beginning. How do you feel about that?
I don't think you need a mushroom for that first
Do you
shortcut.
really need a mushroom?
I really think so.
Okay.
Oh, Immortal going to have to force every mushroom out of their inventory though, and then use their defense. But there is a bullet bill coming up. They're in 5th place. Grabs that single item box. Let's see what they're going to be able to do with another triple shoot.
Well, they've got the triple shoot. They pop one. They're looking to pop
Whoa.
two. They're going to make that corner right there. It's tied. We're checking in on Yezi right now in 2nd place. That blue shell is coming up from behind. Get out of the center. They've got the red shell to hold on to it for a defensive purpose. And they take the person out, and now we are in 1st place. Yezi getting it done.
Yezi taking out Immortal, and that's mod number 2. Goes for that double item box. Beautiful drift into the glider section, into the low glider, into the bomb. Will they make an explosive finish? No, there's too far away. He's going to be able to just hold on to the bomb. And we're going to be seeing Aerial Apostle getting knocked down from 2nd to 6th. Taco Gas scraping by in 3rd place once again. And Immortal bringing it back into 2nd place after getting hit out by Yezi with that red shell.
Still enjoying those loaded french fries over there.
Hey, I would be too.
I'm jealous.
You're going to share some with the class, Immortal?
I know, bro. Did you bring enough for everybody?
Yeah. He's saying something. Something, DK Summit, something.
Your favorite track.
It is.
All right.
Always got to bring it up.
Here we
it's
are.
The fun part.
We've got one more race in this first
No,
qual.
we got 2 more.
Really?
No.
We've got one more.
I was wondering if you would believe me.
No, I didn't want to believe you, but I also didn't want to say that you were wrong on camera. So I was managing that in my
That was
head.
a nice little balance there.
I was like, let's not throw him under the beep.
It was genuine.
Beep,
I felt the
beep,
genuine really out of here, but we're genuinely going to be going to our final race of this qualifier. It's
Right.
Mario Circuit. We already know it.
Let's go.
RMC. It's the retro, but this one also, this is bagging tracks galore, man. You can go back and back and bag and bag and bag and bag and bag and bag all you want on this qualifier because every single time you got bagging on bagging, so that's a little bit more rough. But we got Adams on the screen right now, going through that item box. Got that big boss Bowser.
Yeah, that is a
on
chunky ride right there.
Oh no! Going to use the mushroom, blast himself off the track, but guess what? That's what Lakitu is there for. We're going over to Kiro, got the mushroom in hand.
Now, I do believe this is one of Bobby's favorite tracks.
It is. It has the name Mario in it, so it probably is. You're not even wrong.
He just goes anything Mario.
Yes, absolutely. The Mario character, Baby Mario, Big Boy Mario. You know, as long as it has the name Mario.
Big Boy Mario, was that one of the members of Outcast? You don't even know the
Outcast of it? Oh, that's Outlast.
Outcast. Let's just move on.
We are moving on over to aerial hostile there in 6. Gonna be able to pop those double mushrooms beside the oil slick. 2 bananas on the road. Pops the mushroom right into someone's triple greens, but gonna be able to get back up to top speed. Misses the item box on the side of the road. That's why you go wider, which is slower. But now we got Yezi gonna get targeted by that blue shell. Shock is gonna dodge them on the boost panel, and they're gonna be able to keep first place only for a little bit of time. We saw someone else with that bullet bill dodging. This is Yezi grabbing that double item box. Will they be able to bring it back? No. Immortal's got 2. Oh, Mushrooms uses the tires on the road and takes first place.
Yezi coming in second place and rounding out our top 3. We've got... Aerial Postal fell in 4th place. 3rd place going to Paradise. Welcome to Paradise, baby. David Lee Roth sang that song once.
I thought that was a Guns N' Roses song.
Nope.
Paradise City.
That's a different song.
I guess
I
that's
said
one
Welcome to Paradise. That's a David Lee Roth song.
Okay.
Welcome to Paradise is, anyway.
All right. Great work, though, qualifier number 1. They're absolutely fun one, even though it was like bagging track on bagging track on bagging track. It drags on a lot of these competitive competitors. My goodness,
Competitive competitors. Look
Say
at
that
you.
10 times fast.
Alliteration is crazy.
That is actually something they don't like to be a part of when you just have to keep on pressing that B button and using those power items. You want to race. You want to race fast. Bring us through it, Logan.
And our racers on deck are Bobby, Jadex, Zool, Mr. Scooty, Yan Chan, 2-Foot Truffle, Sloppy Gunner,
Tofu Truffle,
excuse me, Bad Adams,
Badams,
and N.A. Adams, Alivid, Nameless, and Torium.
Yeah, you got a rough one.
I'm sorry.
And
racers on deck, please meet by the side of the stage. Thank you so very much. We will get you on the stage in just a moment.
Yeah, I really threw you some of the toughest names of the night. I'm not going to lie to you, probably.
That's whatever, man. I'm not good with those anyways.
Yeah, we're not good at math. We're not good at English. What are we good at, Logan?
Well, nothing, actually.
Oh.
I have to use an abacus to do math. I have to sound everything out to be able to say these names, and no one spells their names normal. I'm too old for this.
Are you?
No.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
I'm just not that smart.
Yeah.
SMRT, kids. SMRT.
That's exactly how you spell it. That's how you throw it down. And that's why Logan got last in his Spelling Bee Championship.
Yeah, no, they never had me in any of the spelling bees. Because I was like...
You were spelling it with a C, weren't you?
I was spelling D's. All right.
But we're going to have that next qualifier up momentarily. We'll also have the scores so that you'll know where you're placing. But we won't know if you made it into semis until we get done with all the qualifiers, because your score is going up against everyone else's scores. And it's going to be actually a little bit of a competition to see who's hitting that top 24 mark.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, don't go anywhere quite yet. If you don't see your name in the top 12, that's okay. We've just only gone one qualifier down. We've got a few more to go, and we will let you know if you're on the bubble.
On the bubble, or is your bubble going to get popped because you're not actually on the bubble? You're getting falling down, and then you're going to... And then you're going to have a sad time. But there is still so many more races to go. You don't know how these other qualifiers are going to do. And right now we do have the on the bubble out of the first qualifier to see where those racers actually ended up. We got Yezi in first with 54, Immortal in second with 54, Taco Cat in third with 35, Blackout with 33, Very Better with 29, Paradise with 28, Kira with 25. Wow. Aeropostale with 23. What happened? Sundrop with 20, Big Bad Pig with 19, Stars with 11, and Adams with 4.
Let's go back and talk about Aerial Postal right there.
What happened?
They got the bad end of every stick that they were given. Everything that happened, it just, I mean, they went from second to sixth within a heartbeat, literally a heartbeat of the finish line, and that is sad. Ooh.
That is going to be a cutting room floor type of situation to see some of these competitors might not even like that normally ranked competitors who come here on a weekly basis might not make it out of qualifiers, which is devastating.
It's
actually.
I have friends in town, and they're like, yo, I want to come by and play Mario Kart. I was like, heck yeah, come on by. They're like, yo, I'll probably win that. I'm like, you won't. You you won't.
Don't decentivize them. It's
No.
Mario Kart.
No. What I said was, look, we're in Vegas. It's a betting man's
True.
town. So I'll bet you $20 you don't even get out of the qualifiers. Now, here's the funny part. Was if I were able to tell everybody here, Bobby would actually probably let them get through qualifiers, like actually put them through the finish line just to give me a hard time. I understand that. The HyperX arena is very hype. Everybody's making noise, and you should be too.
You're on the biggest esports stage in technically, I guess you could say the world.
The world.
Honestly,
Today
there is
it is.
nowhere else that's like this where you're going to be able to compete on the same stage as such names, Mr. Beast, Tyler 1. I mean, there has been, Ninja has done multiple events, Ludwig's been here on the same exact stage that you're competing on right now, which is just, the history with this place is just ridiculous.
And I mean, forget about those names. He and I have both competed on that stage. So there you go. Yeah, I know. Settle down. I know. We were on that stage too. No one cares.
No.
No.
Bobby got a fresh cut, I see.
So fresh and so clean, Bobby.
Indeed. Jadex always looking fresh. The cut is always clean. Actually.
And I want to give a shout out to JDEX. They got into a car accident this week. We're just very, very happy that they're okay.
Aw.
At the end of the day, we do care about everybody here in the community. And it was sad to hear that he was in a car accident, but I am glad to see that they're here and that they are okay. JDEX, we've got nothing but love for you, my man.
To piggyback off that as well, Bear UNLV, someone who created this tournament, also was a part of a car accident as well. So I just want to reinforce that you need to stay safe from situations just like that, where you have bonking happening on the stage. But truly, actually, from the bottom of my heart, please stay safe. Please be aware on what's happening on the roads, because there is a lot going on the roads, which is very scary and very bad.
Well,
so please be safe.
You know, and it's always funny when you play a racing game and then you get into a car. There's a certain amount of, oh, wow, I can do this now. No, it's a car. So.
What is that? It says congratulations.
Well, that's
six-time
R2-D2 is what that is.
What is that? 3? I don't know what it is. I couldn't tell you. I actually could not. I can't read lips for the life of me. If someone just said, hey, here's a blue shell, I'm going to throw it at you. If you can't read the lips, you're going to actually explode. I'd say, okay, goodbye.
Well, you know what? Mr. Scooty is wearing a dope R2-D2 shirt, so that's all that needs to happen right there. Hey, give us a smile. They're making noise for you.
A lot of love
There
in
we
the
go.
arena right
There
now.
we go.
It's great. Support your favorite racer. That's what we're here for.
Yes.
The excitement, the love. That's what we love.
That's Sloppy Gunner right there.
He
What
ain't
up,
looking
bro?
sloppy at all, though. That
No,
beard.
he's clean
The cut.
today. He's
Everyone's
clean.
clean today. The cut, the beards, everything coming in fresh.
All right, and sir, I did not know that we had Jason Statham in the house tonight, but apparently he is here and he is on stage and ready to compete.
Looking absolutely deadly in this stage.
Got a new
in this
movie
game.
coming out soon, so go check that out in the theaters. No, that was not a paid endorsement. Now, I love it that
They're helping each other out,
right?
saying this is how you drift, this
Yep.
is how you go, and that's all you need to know. Other than that, if you didn't know, right bumper, drift. You want to hit the drift before you hit that corner, and then going over to elevate. Great to see you back as well with us again. Honestly, though, you want to hit those drifts before you hit these corners, and you'll be good to go. Hit that A button and just go fast. Nameless back with us again. Maybe one of these days we'll learn what his
look
name
at that
is.
Shirt. Look
Got
at that
the-
shirt.
Ooh, whoa,
Look
whoa.
at that shirt. I want that shirt, sir. That is a tight shirt, my friend. Looking so fresh and so clean. You know what? Somebody needs to get him a drink with an umbrella in it.
That's the way to do it. You know what? I absolutely love the excitement we're hearing right now from all the love for these competitors who normally don't come here. You know what? It's go for it, have a great time, and that's what we're here for. It's the biggest Mario Kart tournament that's going on right here, right now. It's a lot of fun. It's an amazing event, and I'm just excited to see how these competitors will do now that you have all these cheers happening. You got people that you're trying to impress. But we'll see if it's possible. Like you said, you're going against the best of the best in Las Vegas, so it is tough.
All right, the randomizer is doing that rando thing.
Is it?
Let's find out.
Don't lie to me, Logan.
Oh, no, I'm not lying.
Waluigi Stadium.
Let's go.
Very popular track because it's you have to time trial this track. It is super slippery. There's mud on the road. You're going to get dirty, and you got to be able to take a shower before the next race starts. So there's a lot on the line here.
It is very muddy. It's very slippery. It's not that fun because of that.
Well, it's fun for the people of time trial.
Yeah, if you practice this track, you're good. But if you haven't,
you're gonna have a bad time.
I believe in the South they say, bless your heart.
Yeah, you know what? Fair. Young John, though, going to be here in 6th place, drifting around these corners. Got that shy guy with pipe frame. Going over to Sloppy Gunner. Going to be able to just go for the coins. And sometimes that's actually such a viable option to just say, hey, I'm going to coin run on this first lap. If I don't have the line, I'm going just to commit with the top speeds. But playing a character like Isabel, if you're just committing to getting a good top speed, it's going to be a little bit more of a rough situation.
No!
Trying to go in between. That's not how it works, which it should actually. So I actually commend Bottoms for being able to actually think, hey, I'm just going to go play in between this track. No, the game says no.
Bobby is currently in first place. They just got shut down.
Oh.
And they're going to find that red shell. They're now going from first to 5th place. Mr. Scooty currently in 9th place. Taking a weird jump right there.
Into the fire and the flames. You're going to have to be hitting 100% on that Guitar Hero song to try and get themselves back in this race. But going to be able to throw that green shell, bounces off the tire, and now they got to hit some nicer lines. If not, they're going to be stuck in the back of this racetrack.
All right, well, let's talk about what Elephant is doing right now. In the middle of this track, they elected to not take the higher road.
Yeah.
How do you agree with that?
Absolutely. Lower path, faster, higher route, safer. So if you see like triple greens, that's why the back hammer is so important. You use that back hammer, see triple greens or a fire flyer behind you, you can take that top hat and be so much safer than trying to just fight it out in the pack, right? Nameless here, getting hit by that blue shell, dropping down to 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. My goodness, gonna stop there at 6.
Dropping all the
never
way
mind.
back. Yep. All right, first place, Zool wearing those nice shades. Because his future so bright, he's got to wear shades. Let's see if they can get themselves into a good position and not get crushed by a bluer, a.k.a. purple shell.
Let's see, in first, Bill has a little bit of time before it's gonna go back into the roulette. When there's a blue shell or shock, it takes 30 seconds for it to go back into the randomizer. We got Bobby hitting the side of the road, gonna be able to outline goal. And now, gonna be able to just say, hey, I can drive straight, do a little bit of a mini turbo there, counter hop into a first place finish on the first race of qualifier number 2.
And Zool coming in 2nd place, rounding out our top 3. We've got Sloppy Gunner coming in 3rd place. That is race number 1 of qualifier number 2. And here we are.
Yeah, really great work from these top-ranked competitors. Hey, Zoll, always consistent.
Yes.
They do what they do best, and that's just playing the pack, getting around the chaos, and then Bobby outlining the rest like he normally does, and able to grab that first place finish.
You know, Bobby just, we're so used to them being in the front of the pack. I feel like he just likes to sit in 3rd or 4th place, and sometimes, like today, and just kind of see what the competition's up to.
Yeah, truly. I mean, like, especially Bobby has the tendency to just mess around.
Mess around a bit.
During qualifiers.
He trolls a little bit.
Yeah, it trolls a little. Not really like trolling. He still races. He doesn't do anything wrong. He's not like waiting in a shortcut and saying, hey, good luck. But he's just, he's been here so many times. He's done this so many times where it's these qualifiers are a thing of the past for him.
He's
actually
won the last 2 competitions. He's working on his
Cahoon's
3rd in
here
a row.
too?
Oh, yeah.
What? That's crazy. But we are going to Sunset Wilds, which without the sunset isn't very wild. Don't know why they couldn't figure that one out. They did it like, what was this? What is this from? What is this from? The Game Boy Advance could make it have a sunset and go into nighttime, but they couldn't do it on the Switch? I don't know. I don't know.
It is a beautiful sunset, though.
It is. It's gorgeous. The lighting in this game, beautiful. I'm excited to hopefully see what the Switch 2 can do. I'm going out in April, so I'll keep you guys updated and see how well the console's actually going to work.
I can't wait to find out. I'm excited about that. Send one home to me, by the way.
Yeah, like you're like I can even afford my own. Come on.
Well, you missed my birthday last year, so.
You missed mine last year, buddy. Element here in
I didn't actually miss it. I just didn't buy you.
Yeah, that's even worse. How rude. So inconsiderate.
How rude.
It is. Element, though, going to be here, not going to have a rude situation. Maybe, actually, This competitor might be not so nice. They are not nice. Yonchan chomping away at the competition with that Piranha Plant, and they're going to be able to pass 2 competitors. Sees the triple reds. Don't know about that move to shroom up in front of 3 red shells, but still here in 4.
Yeah, Yanchan had something going on. The truffle shuffle over here, falling into 5th, now back into 7th.
Oh!
It is just not working out right there.
No, it is not. Just a Piranha Plant into the green shell, into the red shell. I told you, every shell in the game is going to hit you at least once. You got Zol getting hit by that blue shell into the shock, but they're not going to get spun out. Had those invincibility frames from the blue shell. They're going to be able to just take this corner pretty tight to avoid that bullet bill. Jaden in 4th. Whoa! Going right in between those lines and grabs that double edge.
That was really good IQ from Jadex. And a legal line for them to take. They were able to take it very clean. So right now, so for instance, this is himself in first place.
Oh, Zol getting also hit by a red shell. Mr. Scooty going to drop down to 2nd. You see pod number 7 right there. Got their only item taken away by the boomerang, but someone face tanked it for Sloppy Gunner. They're able to survive.
Sloppy Gunner in first place. Zool coming in 2nd place and rounding out that top 3. Nameless. HyperX Arena's going crazy.
That's what I love to hear all the time. It's just fun, man. You're on the biggest stage playing Mario Kart in front of a wonderful audience.
Yes.
Does it, unironically, does it get better than that? When are you going to get this experience anywhere else in Vegas?
Well, you can't.
No, you
just
can't.
Actually can't. And the best part of it is if you're like, well, I don't want to do, I don't like Mario Kart, but do you like racing? Of course you like racing. That's why you're here watching. So you know what? We've got F1 simulators down here.
Official F1. From F1 personally.
Official. And you can ride them for free during Saturday Night Speedway. Normally, they're expensive.
Yes.
They are, because they are real. That's a real race pod down there.
How expensive is expensive, Logan?
Expensive?
Expensive.
It's expensive. Well, those pods, I asked if I could get one in my condo, and they're like, yeah, do you have a couple 5 extra grand? And I was like, not so much.
Sure you do. Come on, don't you want one of those in your? Come on.
I do want one of those,
could
but
do like
I want to pull a truck up out back and have a couple people put it on the back of that truck, and then I can literally say, well, it fell off of the truck.
What?
Haven't you ever bought anything that fell off of a truck?
I secure that in, you know. I haven't had that happen yet.
You should live in New York City more often. Everything falls off of the back of a truck in New York.
Does it?
Not everything.
They have like one road in every single place. Like, how does that even? That must disrupt traffic bad. Oh my God.
Well, that's why there's so much traffic.
I never thought about it. I'm like,
City,
wow.
everything's
What if
falling off
something
the
like that
truck.
happened? That would be like ruin literally every person's day in New York. Actually, those roads are not wide at all.
That's why we can't have nice things.
No, not at all. I don't know why I've never thought about it. Actually, I'm kind of bamboozled. But what isn't bamboozling is Sloppy Gunner going to Shy Guy falls. Hopefully they won't fall down the path.
Hopefully they will not. It is Shy Guy, so let's, not too soon. We gotta get up there and just involve Yanchan right now currently in 9th place. We're seeing them in the air, waving their hands like they just don't care.
You know what? They have the Shy Guy character loadout. They should have home field advantage on Shy Guy fall.
Oh! Well, they got the fall part right. They got that part.
They're locked in. They're locked in. They said, oh, I have to fall to get the Shy Guy to go fast. I'm just saying, put 2 and 2 together. Make it work.
Turamon with that great shirt and a lot of support from the HyperX Arena currently. They're about to get squidded out, but not for too long because they pop that star. And they're able to miss that bullet bill. I feel like the star should have taken that bullet bill out.
Honestly, you're not even wrong. It would be kind of funny to like it gets stunned,
right,
or gets like flipped backwards or something. I don't know. I think a lot of these items should be changed up with the next Mario Kart, but Yanchan able to avoid that bullet bill. Sees the Piranha Plant right in front of themselves. Let's see if they're going to be able to survive. Mr. Scooty going to be able to take that shortcut. Boom, lands it, but they had to press the brake, basically slamming that B button. So they're only going to drop 1 spot, but they should have gotten a couple more if they weren't to have to press that B button.
And here we are in the last lap of the 3rd race of qualifier number 2. Jadex currently in 4th place. Holding on to that go. They're about to go.
Yeah, go and goes. We'll see. Jadex gonna be able to dodge the shock, and that's gonna be huge for him. Everyone else is small, but he's got big speed. Gonna be able to go right past one of the competitors, but will it be enough? up. Will they have enough speed? Will they go for the no-item shortcut? They do not. Just going to be able to see that blue shell land onto Zol. Going over Bobby onto the actual Jadex loadout. Tries to back the green. Doesn't land it. Jadex in second.
And Zol coming in 4th place. Yeah, Jadex has to be hurt by that second place finish. I know he was looking for first. Sloppy Gunner currently finishing in 3rd place. And we've got just one more race in this qualifier, number dos.
One more to make it or break it to get yourself into semifinals or see yourself leaving without 6 more races in the bag. So you got to lock in. You got to do what you can. And there's still time. If you get a first place finish right here, right now, you are into semis in any which way.
Don't go sad face. Get that finish and keep in the game. And remember, we're not done with the qualifiers quite yet. So it's not time to cry quite yet. You have some time, all right? We got this, all right?
You're saying I can't cry right now,
Well,
Logan?
it's your party and you can cry if you want to.
Thank you.
Cry if you want to. You would cry too if you were Pidgey.
Why? What does that mean?
I don't know.
Do you not know what that means?
You're so sad.
Oh, what's even sadder is getting back to Waluigi Stadium.
Again?
Again.
All right. Look, there's only, we talk about the fact that there's 96 courses that you can actually play, but we swear
Do you?
that there is only...
There's children in the house. Why are you swearing?
Well, I'll keep it to a couple 4-letter words. That only 27 of those maps ever play.
Yeah, it's kind of ridiculous that they never fixed the randomizer in this game. I will still complain about it every single game. It's really weird because there's some great tracks, but now we're already seeing the same one. Bobby, I don't know where they're at, but they have gone ghost. They're going ghost. And Bobby is playing on the floor again with the Mario standard kart, standard wheels loadout. You gotta love it.
Yeah, you know what? Bobby's probably sitting in
I thought he was like,
right now.
I was gonna look around at you. Oh no! He's playing off the pod. He's not on the floor of the arena. He's on the floor as in playing.
Sitting in
There's a screen in front of the pods, and he's playing on the screen on the pod. Crazy. I really just want a quick cut if we could possibly see Bobby doing that. Please, by all means.
Because this is why we can't have nice things, all right?
Yeah, no, it is not. Bobby doing that, more power to him.
Look at the fire just going everywhere. It's in Fuego. They're just spamming those fireballs out, and it's actually anybody. There's no damage.
Yeah, Tofu Truffle down here in 9th, and with this track not really having many shortcuts, you pass the one you could use, you have so much distance to catch back up on. And now we got Toraman gonna be here in 8th place. Tries to go up the side, but that's not the half pipe you gotta hit. Hits those mushrooms, and now they're gonna be here in 7th.
Yeah, currently in 7th place, but looking so fresh and so cool in that shirt. They've got a mushroom they're gonna hold on to. Probably pop it right here in place 2. And boom! The blue shell goes underneath them. They got out in the middle of that blue thing right there. Bobby!
What just did they try to do there? I don't know if they were succeeded or not. They tried to throw the red shell after the blue shell hit them to hit the competitor right beside them, but I don't know if it even registered because all the explosions in front of my face.
Yeah, it went boom goes the dynamite, and I don't think that worked out as Yan Chan is currently in 7th place with that golden mushroom. Now they've got 3 regular mushrooms. They're gonna pop, drop, and lock those. Oh, but they're gonna run into some tires.
Oh, we got Jadex in 1st place. Gonna only have to do this last straightaway. Backs the green shell. It doesn't land, but they are gonna land themselves into a 1st place finish on race number 4. Bobby playing on the flow, gonna be able to get 2nd place.
And coming in 3rd place, and Bobby is off the floor, by the way. Coming in 3rd place is Nameless. Look, you now have a name because you keep finishing in the top 3.
Yeah, there's no less name than that is when you have a name that isn't less. What if his name is less? Name less.
Why don't we just call him the contestant with no name?
Well, he has a name. Less.
Oh.
Get it? I can't believe you didn't get that.
Tip your bartenders and your waitress as well. We'll be here all week.
Yeah. Maybe we won't be here all week. I hope not.
Well, we're probably getting fired after that.
You mean fired up, right?
I am super fired up after that.
Thank you, Logan. Thank you. I gotta be my own hype person. You know, you're not here for me. You're not here for me. You're not supporting me.
That's just because I
I'm
don't
trying
like
to do my
you.
stand-up comedy career, and you're just laughing at me. Wait, that's good.
No, I'm just waiting for you to start telling jokes.
Oh.
See, jokes are supposed to be funny.
Just like your face, am I
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
Ah,
this
it's
beautiful
easy.
mustache.
It's
Yeah,
easy. Beautiful.
So humorous, this mustache right here.
People say ugly wrong sometimes. You just did it, so you'll get there eventually.
Hey, I mean, Uggs are short for ugly. I'm just saying. All right.
What's not ugly are the scores that we have ready for you guys. Logan, this is all you, buddy. I am not going to butcher their names.
Oh, let me do it for you.
Thank you.
Bobby coming in first place at 49 points. J-Dex right behind in 45th. Zool in 42 points. Sloppy Gunner in 41 points. Nameless at 33. Elevid at 28. Mr. Scooty with 25. Yan Chan 21. Doraemon with 20.
Tofu truffle.
Thank you. I just don't. I can't. I see
Are
it.
you dyslexic?
Yeah, I might be.
Oh
I
my
guess.
God.
Tofu Truffle, 12 points. Bad Adams, 8 points. And N.A. Adams, 4 points. All right. We've got our on the bubble point system. And also, we've only got one more qualifier in the house.
I lied to you guys. There was not 4. There's only 1. But right now, these are your current top 24 going into the last qualifier of the night. We have on the brink still, remember, there's 12 more racers, but potentially some of them might not even get above that 8-point mark. So even if you're down there, still stick around. Stars, Tofu, Truffle, Big Bad Pig, stick around. Wait for this final qualifier if you think, if you do believe that, hey, the next 12 races, they might not even get 19 points. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
For real.
It's a possibility.
So we always talk about the cutoff being 27. Do you think that's true today?
No. Maybe.
It's possible.
I think maybe like with 36, it's going to bring the average down a little bit to maybe like 23, but I don't know. Maybe even 20. I mean, you see all these averages right here, 19, 20, 20, 21. So we're going to be able to see who's coming up next on the next qualifier, which is going to be quite interesting because I see a lot of names that I'm excited to see up there.
Absolutely. And you know what? Why don't you go through those names right now?
I'll do this one for you, bud.
Thank you.
Emery, Ankles, Zeki Cat, Jaguars, Mega J Keezy, Phantom, Little Bit Psycho, Troy Bravo, JMG, Goofy, K-Hoon, and JJ Bros, who said
JJ Bros back in the house.
he said he wasn't making it tonight. He lied. He's a liar.
Yo, you gotta love JJ Bros. They came in as part of one of the tournaments that we had in conjunction with the great employees here at the MGM, and they have come back every single week to compete, and we love to see that.
Also, K-Hoon coming back again, which is great. She was a regular competitor years ago. Life happens, and now she's back with us again another week, and I'm excited to see how she's going to do because the rust, it does build up. You got to use that rusties if you're trying to race fast, as we all know. So I'm excited to see them back. Zeki Cat, who did extremely well. He's been competing on such a great level. Great to see them back. Was able to talk to them a lot during Summit as well. Mega J Keezy, the one who actually ran Summit. You're probably going to hopefully... Did he not bring... He had shirts. I don't know.
He has shirts down there. There are shirts.
I hope he was handing them out because I want to see everyone wearing those. That would be fun. And then
Emery,
Emery,
of
course.
Summit on it, I would love to have one, James. I'm just saying.
Just saying. That would be actually really nice. I don't know why you didn't do it.
I'll take a large. Thank you very much.
Put an X in front of that and you'll be good to go.
Wow, that's hurtful. He's not nice.
Full is something you are, aren't you, buddy, of yourself?
I'm definitely full of it.
Yes.
All right, we've got our racers coming to the stage right now. Everybody's going to find their seat. There is Little Bit Psycho sitting down. She told me earlier this week she was concentrating on her schoolwork. And remember, kids, school is more important than the games. Games will be there when you're done with school.
That's me when I lie. Come on.
No, well, I'm just trying to set a good example as the elder statesman here, okay?
That is fair. That's a good choice to make. You know what? Yes. School first.
School first.
School first. That's very, very important. You know what? Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it is on its last tires, its last wheels. So no matter what, realize, hey, with the next Mario Kart, the game's going to be even bigger than ever, and I'm excited. I don't know about anything. Like even like we saw 24 racers
Right.
potentially. Don't know if that's going to be the standard, which would be crazy if that's the standard, and that would be kind of nuts.
Is Emery wearing some bling bling? Yo, look at Emery with. Yeah, I see. Yo,
That's what she bought with that Summit money.
she's shining right now.
Am I right or am
shining.
I right? But yeah, no, it's great to have so many tournaments happening for this game with Mario Kart 9. It's even going to be even better. Ankles on the screen right now. Indiana Pacers, really? Really?
Yeah.
When was the last time they were good?
Reggie Miller.
True.
Just saying. Conference finals last year. Conference finals last year.
Conference finals. More like conference not making it to the finals this year. Mega Jakeezy standing up. Don't even get to see their face. Got the Knights. Golden Knights. Did they win last night? I don't
They
even know.
did.
Oh, that's good. Because, yeah, I didn't
They
win
won
in terms
five-
of
they won
traffic because there's so much
5-0.
traffic on the strip.
They won 5-0 the other day
Wow.
against the Maple Leafs.
Ooh, why would you do that? I like some maple. I like some leaves.
You know what? I'm just gonna bring you a maple leaf and make you eat it on camera. All right?
Don't do that.
Yeah.
Don't do that.
No, I'll bring maple syrup.
Thank
for it
you.
as well, but it'll still just be a maple leaf. There's Little Bit Psycho right there with the Kirby shirt, looking all so fresh and so clean.
I still
there.
gotta beat that game, honestly.
That's Jack Kirby, everybody. That was the lawyer for Nintendo. They created that character. After that, oh, look at that. We got some noise going on. I wish I was him.
Is that a Neon Genesis shirt and you're saying you wish you were Shinji? Actually?
I think so.
Oh, no. That's not good. That's not good. You don't wish you were him. No. You don't want to be
Oh,
Shinji.
look at you, little man.
Hey.
Hey, turn to us. Turn to us.
There we go.
Look
The
at us
camera's
in
at the
camera.
corner. The corner.
Look
right
at your
there.
camera.
There you go. Let's go.
Oh, no.
You know, before I
Yeah.
started doing this, they were always saying, yeah, no one knows where the cameras are. And I'm like, you know what? That's fair.
It
But
is.
if you don't know where the cameras are, that is completely fair. And it's always funny to try to sit there like looking around, trying to, where is it at?
I do the same
Where's
thing
it
a lot,
go?
though. I'm like, I don't.
I
oh,
don't
it's
know.
right there.
Oh my goodness! Wow, that was crazy. No, it's always great. But like I said before, no matter what age you are, parent,
Yeah.
kid, whatever, it's just a great bonding experience. Nevertheless, to come on down, race on stage, and be able to be a part of something absolutely amazing. It happens every single week, and if you didn't know, also we got Fortnite on Fridays.
That's
we
right.
just had our Fortnite tournament last night.
night.
It was amazing, fantastic. New season, new update next week. So be a part of that on Fridays. And then tomorrow is Knockdown, Super Smash Brothers, and a bunch of other fighting games. And Nomad and Nick will be commentating that one, along with one of the best Smash players in the town, Foe. They're absolutely amazing together. So if you want to, come back down tomorrow, play some Super Smash Brothers, and be a part of something also amazing. It's a great, great event.
And it'd be great if you still had those Hulk hands at home and you could bring them in and just punch them every time and go, Hulk smash! All right, I'm lame. I'm just
Hulk's
gonna,
not
you know what,
in Smash Brothers.
I know, but I'm just going to leave.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hope so. Maple?
No, but leaves.
Yeah.
Hmm. We're not funny, that's for darn sure.
Looking, we are, aren't we, Logan?
Well, speak for yourself, my friend. Speak for yourself. I am
I didn't
tall,
think you would.
dark,
I
handsome,
didn't think you would
and modest.
nail that in there, buddy. Come
No,
on,
no.
give me something.
No, I'm going to let you have that.
Tall. I'm literally 10 feet above you right now, and you gotta look up at me.
All right, apparently you are going by man explaining 10 feet is not exactly correct. There's a joke in there. You can search for it. You'll find it. All right, here we go. We got Emery currently in first place. I do believe. No, Bobby should be in first place here in the arena, but Emery should be right behind him. We do have rankings here at the arena, and Emery and Bobby are currently in first place. Emery is going to be racing in this first qualifier of qualifier number 3. It was our last qualifier, and John Bravo right now in 6th place with the tongue out, just feeling like Michael Jordan right now. Making it happen.
Oh, gotta be able to throw that red shell forward, try to land with the rest of the competition. And yet, JJ Bros is actually not here. There's a few competitors on that actually are probably getting moved around for like the weeks coming. So we did get a little bit bamboozled. It's a little bit of a smaller lobby, which just means more bots. And with more bots, it means more blue shells, more shocks,
Yes.
and more opportunities for these racers to not expect what's about to happen next.
And the weird part about it is, as great as these competitors are, bots are.
Yeah, actually, especially the DLC track,
Right.
They programmed them really well on the DLC track.
I mean, that's what it is. It's the programming behind the devs. Thank you very much.
cool ankles. Also, repping the classic. This was my loadout when everyone else was Waluigi Wiggler. I was the DK Mr. Scooty, and that's also what happens. You get shocked, you get slammed into, you get redded, and you start to cry on stage. I've done it multiple times. Ankles grabbing that double item box, grabbing some shrooms. Great loadout for this next section of this track, by the way. Zeki Cat in first place, got that toad with the mushroom cap on. Gonna be able to be not capping on how they might potentially grab this first place finish on the first race of qualifier number 3.
And boom, just like that, Zeki Cat gets it done. Jaguares coming in second place, and third place, Emery with the bling bling.
The bling bling, bringing it all out, third place. Great work there overall from these competitors so far. Just the first race, so if you didn't do too well, remember, there's a lot of time left to get yourself going. We saw ankles right there on that 5th place finish as well. A little bit struggling on that heavier loadout. It is so much of a different driving style. Once you go into like the heavy characters like Bowser, Donkey Kong, Dry Bowser, it does feel like astronomically different than playing on like a Yoshi. Those mini turbos, they take a minute to come out once you're playing these heavier cards or heavier characters.
And that's the thing is, I don't agree with the different. I think you should be able to play any character and have it be the same.
I agree. I think that's the way forward.
Yeah.
I mean, it's always been a weight class situation.
I know
it has, but I feel like with the next Mario Kart, like they should innovate on that, because I just think weight classes like. It takes away from like having this diverse cast of characters.
Right.
And there was this huge argument recently talking about, you know, I miss everyone being Waluigi Wiggler. It was so fun. It was so great. And I just can't agree. It was just, everyone just playing Waluigi Wiggler.
No,
what was so fun about that? It's Mario Kart. Yeah. No one's playing Mario.
If you're all playing the meta, what's the fun of it? You should be able to play every character and enjoy it. Now, should there be benefits to some characters? Yes. But every character.
What about like actual home field?
And remember, I want to see the kitchen sink. Look, that's the item I want Nintendo to put in the next one. I want to be the sink. They threw everything at them and the kitchen sink.
I think that would be great. Like, actually, it'll be like bouncing over.
Right? Yeah. It just bounces. Like, yeah, it just bounces.
And imagine like pieces of the glass like break off and then it goes behind them as well. Imagine actually, we have to brainstorm this. Oh, no,
yeah, now we're getting crazy.
Oh, what's crazy? I was crazy once is we see JMG in 8th place trying to chomp the competition. Got that piranha plant going Gonna be able to work their way forward. Got the out line because that was actually a great play. Seeing the blue shell coming up. Gonna be able to have that gold mushroom. Gotta grab those points though. Only at 4 right there. Zeki Cat at 6. A little bit more difficult on this track, but don't forget about it. It helps so much.
Yeah, my favorite part about this track is the fire. That is a fun little run right there. But Chava Bravo right now in 9th place. They're hitting the air, waving their hands like they just don't care, but fell back into 10th, 9 to 10. Back and forth. It's a big fun battle. We're about to hit this last lap of race number 2 of qualifier number.
Let's see what's gonna happen here. Gonna be able to grab that mini turbo, but still all the way down in 9th. It doesn't matter. Mario Kart Stadium is the one, the only. You can catch back up if you grab a few shrooms. We'll see what Jaguares can do here with only 3 coins and a dream. Got 3 bananas also locked in, loaded. We'll see if they're going to be launching these bad boys out. Takes the drift, goes for the single in 4th place. Going to be able to hold on. Helicopter hitting it in the sky. What is this, 2025? Going to make them crash. Mega J Keezy, though, is going to be able to land themselves in the 1st place.
Mega J Keezy getting it done. Phantom coming in 2nd place. And 3rd place is Emery Bling Bling.
There we go. Another 3rd place finish. You know what? Right now, still, they're playing on the inward loadout. If you don't know, there's 2 different kind of, well, technically 3 in a technical sense. You got the regular carts, you got the scooties, and then you got the inward carts, which is just you lean over.
Squidward? What?
Squidward carts, where you just lean in and you're taking the lines a little bit tighter, but technically you're putting yourself at a disadvantage. Competitive community just says it's really bad to use. But you know what?
Do you agree with them?
No, you can win on whatever you want.
I heard it in your voice, by the way.
Yeah, you heard
I heard it in your voice.
You heard the doubt.
I did. I was like, he doesn't actually believe what he's just saying.
I don't believe a lot what I say, but I only tell the truth.
That's the truth, Ruth. All right. Look, we've got one more race in this last qualifier.
One more race?
Do you believe me?
I don't know if I do or not. I don't know if I do. And we are going to the one, the only Rainbow Road.
A player has disconnected. Sad face. Look, we don't get paid by the hour. Connect.
Connect, get it going, get racing. What are you guys doing over there? Disconnecting controllers? What are you doing over here? We're trying to race over here.
We've got races to happen today.
Hey, we don't got time for this. Time is money.
I see Bobby over here. Now, normally Bobby would be on his DS practicing in between rounds, but they told him to get his butt off the floor, and apparently now he's on the second floor hanging out. But normally...
That's how you're going to do your semifinals from up here, right,
Yeah.
Bobby? Right?
In between rounds, he's normally keeping his thumbs warm.
I'm just saying. I mean, I could imagine. Next week qualifiers playing from up here.
Let's do it.
I think that would be crazy.
You can sit Indian style. I'll even bring you one of those sandbag things there.
Every week he just in a different spot playing his qualifier.
We'll bring you a couple egg crates. You can sit on that. It'll be good.
That would be crazy. But what's even crazier is that I was crazy once. They locked me in a room. Rubber room. Room made out of what?
Rubber. I'm surprised they actually let you out. Okay.
It's such a dead meme. I don't know. Now it's stuck in my head.
2 days a week they let him out just so he can cast here for Friday Frags and Saturday Night Speedway. So you're lucky you get a little bit of that craziness.
Yeah, you know what? If you're playing Mario Kart, you got to be crazy, right? You're getting red shells, blue shells, purple shells.
Well,
orange shells.
A recent study.
Snoring shells.
A recent study said that Mario Kart is the most frustrating video game ever made. Elden Scroll is number 3.
Elden Ring.
Elden Ring, whatever.
There's no way, man. Right? Like, which is more actually frustrating, Elden Ring or Mario Kart? Let's be real, gamers. Come on. Tell me, twitch.tv/Allied Esports. You can tell us in the chat if you agree with that or not.
What's the hardest game to play ever?
Ever.
The world says it's Mario Kart. I disagree. And let's find out if these players have what it takes.
Why are you dissing
to show up?
Oh. Is it?
Yeah, that was good.
Oh. Rue? Okay, get it?
Despicable Me.
Yeah, okay, all right.
No, I don't think we're trying hard enough.
Oh, boy, who is trying his ankles there on the Donkey Kong Jr. loadout? We don't use the other name in this household.
No.
You can figure it out yourself on why. Phantom here in 6th place. Got that red shirt. Going to be able to take these turns. Got the points. Get themselves ready for that second round.
Yeah, I mean, we had to call it Donkey Kong. Let's just be honest, all right?
Yeah, absolutely. Why wouldn't we?
Why wouldn't we? I mean, that is their name. We are in race number 3 of qualifier number 3. This is our last qualifier. We've got Bravo in the house currently in 9th place, but looking so fresh.
Absolutely. Oh, that's a Tanuki Mario, actually.
I know, but I hate it.
What is it?
A raccoon that can fly.
Oh, actually, no, that's actually it.
Yeah.
I think so. I was like, I knew I looked it up one time.
There's a reason behind the ride.
Mega Jake Easy, though, here in 1st place. Doing the classic as well. Got that Waluigi Mr. Scooty loadout going on. Shot comes out. That's going to be Zeki Cat grabbing that item box. Don't know if Mega Jake Easy is vulnerable here in 1st place. They're actually going to back off, I think. We see him in Zeki Cat here, pod number 3. Oh, what are you doing?
Got lost in the sauce, baby.
That is not where you want to be. Press that brake button so you don't get trailed out by a red shell. Emery runs right into a banana. Doesn't make the jump on the cogs. What are we playing? Toontown? Because all these players are exploding. And we're going to be seeing ankles in 1st place. Oh, they're not. Are they going to make it?
No.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Makes the
Wow.
jump. In 5th. Zeki Cat comes back in 1st. What even happened here?
And not enough good stuff.
There's 2 more. There was 2 more. I shouldn't have believed you. Why did I believe you?
Yeah, Mega J. Keezy coming in 2nd and Phantom in 3rd place. Yeah, this moment that you start believing in the volition of my words is the moment that you start losing in life. See, there's still, I love the support that the HyperX Arena is given today. Make some noise, HyperX Arena!
They
See,
didn't.
On cue, they didn't, but they do it anyways.
You know, they're a defiant little crowd, aren't they?
They are.
Oh, man.
Make make sure you go visit our good friends Mike and Dave and say hi and make that defiance go down just a little bit.
There you go.
They'll put a smile on your face. Trust me on that.
And then remember, twitch.tv/Esports. Talk to us in the chat. I'm going to shout out some of the players, people in the chat right now. We had someone asking about this tournament. Can you just show up and play? Yes. We do have controllers, but it is better to bring your own controller here so that you're able to be a little bit more comfortable while you're competing. But we do have Free Dizzle saying, hey, it's our favorite casters. Where have you been, Free Dizzle? I'm looking for you. Looking for you personally. JJ also in the chat. Phantom Train also in the chat. We got Starkosi once again with us. Again, great to see you there. But if you do want to talk to us in the booth, say hi, say you're terrible, say you're great. Do whatever you want. We're here to listen to you.
Yeah, we don't have feelings, so don't worry about us. All right.
Did you feel that? What about this?
Race number 4 of the last qualifier. This is the last race of the last qualifier. It's time to put up or shut up and time to get down like a clown like Charlie Brown because this is your last chance to get involved in the semifinals. This is how you move on right now. Or you will use your tears to salt and fire and cheat and Master Mama. Where did it all go wrong? This is the time to get in. That's I didn't ask your mom how she felt about it.
Zeki Cat going to see if they can ruin someone else's day with those fire flowers, tossing them out to the side of the road. They ain't hitting nothing. But what Bravo is doing is hit the side of the mountain and redirects them onto the shortcut.
That's some high IQ Mario Kart right there. That was smart.
That was crazy.
That was actually SMART.
Was it?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know.
Do you think it was a mistake?
Yes. Oh, 100,000%. I would put money on it, actually.
Yeah,
maybe a quarter. Emery, though, here in 7th place. Still got a long ways to go. Donkey Kong Jungle, another front-running track. And Donkey Kong Jr. is currently leading the pack.
Yes, Donkey Kong Jr. getting it done right now. Emery in 7th place. Jackie Mars in 5th. Some of our main teams right now having a little bit of trouble getting up there. It's okay because for the qualifiers, you just really need to finish in 1 through 6.
Oh, and that's going to be a brutal change-up in their lead. You're seeing that maybe Luigi catches right back up. 6 seconds off the board where Ankles had a huge lead. That just means they had around an 8 to 9 second lead to themselves in 2nd place.
Which is crazy.
Crazy. I was crazy once. Ankles is still in 1st place, though, trying to hold on for dear life. Zeki Cat in 2nd.
Zeki Cat looking to try to make their play for 1st place. They're holding on to that red. They popped it and it hit in air, but they had a defensive mechanism, so they're still in 2nd place. We're going to hit the ground. Oh my gosh, the green shell hits as they hit the ground.
And Ankle's going to hit the brakes and just do a little hop, 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 skip. Zeki Cat still grabbing 2nd after getting smart bounce. Jackie Wars in 3rd. Finishing up this qualifier number 3.
Getting it done. Man, that was a little bit crazy towards the end. It really was. And I keep using that word, but it's true.
Crazy?
Insane.
I wasn't insane once.
Yeah, no, you were. They just let you out for the weekends. I understand.
No, I was crazy once. Crazy?
Crazy as a fox. All right, everybody.
But that will wrap us up for our qualifier number 3. We're going to let you know who made it on the bubble and who didn't get theirs popped momentarily as we get those scores put into the calculations, because when there's a disconnect, we don't immediately know. You got to do a little bit of mathematician, like Logan said, an abacus. You're sliding things around, doing stuff. Don't know how it works, but they make it work back there. We're here to look like doofuses up front.
Yeah, I mean, we do a really good job of that. They do all the math and the heavy lifting in the back, and we are going to get it done. So before we get to the scores, we're going to take a moment for you to be able to go and grab yourself whatever you need from the kitchen. But what you should do is get in your car, grab an Uber, grab a Lyft, whatever you got to do. Get down here because we still have a lot more racing to have happen. And so you know what? I've just been told, guess what?
You don't got time to get an Uber.
No time for Ubers. We're going to scores first.
You got to get the helicopter, airplane. Get here right now.
Show me those scores.
Show them. You're going to be late. You won't know who's going forward. We do have the scores ready, though, momentarily. Hopefully, they will be up.
There we go.
Oh, that's from qualifier number 3. We got Zeki Cat in 1st place with 51 points. Mega Jakeezy in 2nd with 42. Phantom in 3rd with 40. Ankles in 4th with 39. Jaguars in 5th with 38. Emory in 6th with 33. Little Bit Psycho in 7th with 24. JMG in 8th with 12 points. Bravo in 9th with 11. And then those other competitors, they probably had their entry moved to another week or something else happened. Hope y'all are good. But really great work from these competitors, by the way. And we will momentarily hopefully see if we do have that on the bubble or not.
All right. So with that, you know who's going to be moving forward and who will be staying behind. We'll be right back in just a minute. You take a moment to yourself. We'll give you something to talk about. What should be the best item or new item that Mario Kart has coming up? We'll see you in a bit.
again. We are getting ready. We're getting hyped. We're getting into it. We are going to our favorite track of all time. Out of all 96 tracks, it's the best track ever that's been ever created. What is it, Logan?
Donkey Kong Summit?
You got one cheer. You got two. We hear some Donkey Kong Summit enjoyers in the house. We're going to Baby Park. We got a tiebreaker.
I know, but I don't want to say it out loud because if we put it out into the air, it's like Beetlejuice. Baby Park, Baby Park, Baby Park. Oh my God, now we're at Baby Park. Hey, it's like NASCAR. It's all right turns. We've got 7 right turns, and here's the thing that you need to know. We've got a tiebreaker coming up. We are going to find out who is the biggest, who is the best, and who is the baddest of them all. Huff and puff, and they're going to blow your house down. Let's find out who can make the right turns and get involved. Now, there's an area where you got to do a hop, skip, and a jump. That's kind of the way you make it. It's a right turn around, and you just kind of hop over like a bunny rabbit and get to the other side. Look, items are so very important in this track. It's very quick. It's very fast. And the better items that you gather, the better you will do on this track, especially when it's 1v2.
It is.
Or 1v1.
1v1. If you just take that no item shortcut through the grass and able to keep that momentum going forward through the grass, you're actually going to get an astronomically large lead. 1v1's pretty difficult to grab those double reds, so you're going to be pretty safe going forward. Go through that grass section. If you heard us, do it, and you'll be in a good spot. That's all you really have to think about when you're doing this 1v1 Baby Park. But we're getting into it. We're getting ready, and we are off.
And we're off to the races, so to speak. Currently, right now, we've got 200cc, baby.
200cc, baby. What do you mean we are, like, on the track, not off? Like, that'd be like yeah? Okay, we're already into the second lap, going into the third, trailing out the competition. We are going to be seeing them take that turn and going forward. We got Sundrop on the screen right now in pod number 5, going around these turns. And now we got Trollman on pod number 6.
The man with a beautiful shirt hanging out and having some fun. Look, having a little bit of trouble, and they are not keeping these lines tight. They're currently in first place. I'm wondering what the man is with the shirt way in behind right now, not being a part of this race.
No.
We've got red shell coming. Red shell on the way. It hits. It hits. And you can hear from the crowd right now. Oh, it hit big.
Oh, they are right behind him now. Gonna be able to take over, get trailed out. Sundrop is gonna be able to take this Baby Park tiebreaker.
And boom, shalak, lock, boom. All right now. Sundrop dropping in and getting it done. Woo, doggy.
Oh, that's where it's at, and you saw that. They almost caught up. They were right there, but then took that turn a little bit too wide, didn't hit that brake button, slammed right into Sundrop's banana, and that put it in the books. Down in it. We are going to be seeing Sundrop going forward.
They're full of potassium, but also full of disappointment. Bananas in Mario Kart, they will put a damper on your day.
Yeah, I heard there was an owl in here, Logan. Yeah, you said, ooh. Get it? Okay, all right. But we are going to be seeing top 24 competitors from these qualifiers going forward. Remember, semis now, you get to pick your track.
You
pick
do.
Pick something different, please. I am begging you. You get to pick your tracks, and then you'll be able to ban a track if you get first place.
Ban them!
Ban it! All of them. All the DK summits. You already know what we do here.
Yeah, ban them all. Look, if you come in first place in these next 2 semifinals, you're going to be able to ban a track in the finals, and that will come into play because we have some players and contestants here who have very specific favorite tracks.
They are, and they get picked time and time again. You can't repick a track, though. So if you keep repicking a track, you're going to get in trouble, you're going to lose points, and you're not going to have a good time. It is very much something you don't want to do, something you can avoid. And one of the first times we ever had someone repick a track and they didn't even know that they did it was one of our top tier competitors, Sneaks, who came here on their vacation. They just did it, and they're like, oh, whoops. They didn't even know. Whoopsie. You know, when you do so many races in one day, it's, you gotta keep it going, gotta keep up with it. But with 6 races, you can pick whatever track, just don't repick a track that's already been selected.
Now, I was able to talk to Ariel Postal during the break, and I said, wow, they literally threw everything at you, ever. He goes, yeah, man, it just didn't go well. And I was like, yeah, that's one way. But
You want a well thrown at you too, Logan? It didn't go
hey,
well.
I will put a penny down that well and make a wish. And I wish for Area Postal to get into the finals and get a win here, because we've only got so many more weeks with them. And remember, if you want to help them help everybody, they have been raising money for Alzheimer's every single time that they perform here. All of the money that they win here goes into a fund that goes directly to Alzheimer's research and prevention. So you know what? If you want to do something good for yourself and for those around you, check out Area Postal on their Twitch channel, and you too can be beneficial for, you know what? Chances are you know somebody has Alzheimer's or will have Alzheimer's. So let's be proactive and get involved.
Absolutely. I couldn't have said it better, truly, Logan, because it's a great cause, great person. I love talking to him. Like I said, check him out on Twitch. They stream on a very consistent schedule, unlike myself. So if you want to have some great content, Area Postal, they play with viewers all the time as well. You can learn from them, and they're such a great person overall. Was able to go out to PeoriaCon with them, met their family, and some of their family members as well. Just genuinely such sweet, amazing people. From the bottom of my heart, truly. I'm going to miss seeing them compete once they leave.
I will too, as well. Now, his stream is one of the streams that I try to check out and get into. So if you ever want to talk trash to me, go to Area Postal's stream, and I might just be there, and you can tell me what you really think of me. Trust me, I don't have any feelings. I lost my tear ducts years ago.
Did you feel this? Oh,
he doesn't.
No feelings.
I have no feelings.
You don't feel
None
it
whatsoever.
What about nothing?
No, but my hairline will struggle if you do that, okay?
It just, whoa.
I'm like a B-1 stealth bomber.
Whoa. Oh, man. But this semifinals is already looking stacked. You can see the competitors. We already listed them out. They're already getting on the stage. No, they're not. There's no one on the stage. Where are you guys?
Hey,
where are you
guys? And girls, theys and thems, it's time for you to hit that stage. Let's get this party started. Let's get this Mario Kart party on the road, and let's put that pedal to the metal and get back into it. We got the semifinals. We've got the grand finale as well. We've got a lot to get into tonight still left. So if you're at home thinking, hey, I live in Vegas, well, what are you doing right now? It's Saturday night. You owe it to yourself and to your friends to get out of the house. You don't have to necessarily touch any grass, but get yourself down here to the Luxor and get inside of the HyperX arena. We've got all of the esports action that you can serve up and eat. And we've also got great food and drinks here.
That is true. $5. Unlimited refills on your sodas, by the way. We already saw a little bit Psycho going psycho over some sodas. I'm just saying. But also, so do I. You know what? If I have unlimited Pepsis, get it away from me, because then I'm going to have bad issues.
You drink way too much soda. I'm not going to lie.
Yeah, it's rough. It's rough. You know, when you have unlimited, it's like, why not? It's like going to all-you-can-eat sushi. Like, it's all you can eat, not all you want to eat. I'm going to fulfill my destiny.
They're like, well, it's free refills. Let me have more. Let me have more.
That's
and you
I'm
wonder
saying.
why you're up at 5 o'clock in the morning.
You're probably not wrong, actually. I had such a hard time sleeping. I wonder what I did last night. I commentated, drank 4 whole things of Pepsi. Oh, that makes sense.
Yeah, that'll do it. Yeah, you're one under a 2-liter, by the way, at that point. Just so you know.
Don't actually put it into actual, like, oh, God.
Yeah. I mean, you might as well just have a burger every single time you have a soda. I mean, if you're gonna do that to yourself, just go all in.
You're not even wrong.
And I'll have some of your French fries, so I'll take some of the deaths from you.
Yeah,
I got it.
The burgers here are phenomenal. Philly cheesesteak, so phenomenal. Oh, everything here, so good.
Those
Caesar
ahi
salad,
tuna nachos, come on.
That's so good, so good. And it was kind of crazy, right? We came down here. They did an arcane showing, actually, previously. And they actually, for the first time, I had those nachos. And I was, like, blown away. There were 6 of us. It actually shared between 6 of us.
Right,
it was nuts.
You want to know what my guilty pleasure here is?
Do I?
yeah, I'm talking about the food.
Okay. Okay.
So my guilty
Do I?
Yeah, probably.
Want to know what your guilty pleasure is about?
It's fish
what
and
you
chips.
do to food?
Settle down. It's fish and chips.
Okay.
I love the fish and chips here. It's my guilty pleasure because it's all fried food, and I'm pretty sure. Is coleslaw a vegetable?
Yeah.
Like, all right. Well, then there is a vegetable. It's a bunch of vegetables and cream, I think, okay?
Yeah, it's something. It's like saying Caesar salad's healthy, you know?
Yeah, because all that dressing's good for you.
Absolutely it is. Good for my taste buds.
Speaking about good, look at that head of hair, that coif on Jadex right there.
I know.
Looking so fresh and so clean.
I'm telling you, every
He's giving
time.
you a run of
every time.
your hair.
Easily. I would take his over mine any day of the week. Always looking clean and fresh. Mega Jake Easy, though, giving us a shrug. We're bugging him. But going all the way down the line, these semifinalists, you gotta lock in now. This is so much more difficult than qualifiers because all of these competitors have been here. They want to be here. They have been absolutely doing work. And we saw Phantom coming back again 2 weeks in a row, technically. And it's great to see Blackout and Phantom back with us again because that's just been great. They were competing for a long time, took a break, played in their own high school league of time trials. So you competed against all these other competitors across the high schools here in the Valley, which is so cool. It was so awesome. And seeing Blackout and Phantom back with us again, it's always a pleasure. They have actually grown up so much since I've actually first met them. It's crazy. Logan, I'm losing it, man. I'm losing it.
Well, no, you lost it a long time ago, but that's not my problem.
What is it, though? What did I lose?
Well, that's a problem for your psychologist. I can't figure that out for you here.
I thought you were my psychologist. Where am I, Logan?
Anything less than $300 an hour, I'm not willing to fix your brain for you, okay?
That's a steal.
That's a deal. That's a steal. And I'm sure you've already retired a few of your psychiatrists in the meantime. But here we are as Mr. Scooty gives down a little yawn for us. But look at that hat. That hat's dope. And the shirt, R2-D2. Come on.
Mr. Scooty always looking fresh.
Love a little bit of Star Wars.
Got the grub going, got all the outfits going. Ariel Pasta, what is there not to already say that we haven't already said? Amazing human being.
Yes.
And really always excited to see what they're going to be able to do on this racetrack. Hopefully semifinals will work out a little bit better going forward, and then rounding us all out, Yon at the final spot of the pod.
Look at that controller.
Whoa.
That's a
Pikachu
controller.
Let's go. That's awesome.
Dope.
That is awesome. I love that.
Dope.
I love that. I just there were so many opportunities for that's not actually a pro controller, and I'm like, I wish they did more with the pro controllers. You know, Nintendo didn't make themes, they didn't make the pro controllers. There's some cool ones, but there's those where you have the other brands that get licensed by Nintendo, and that's cool. But why isn't the pro controller like that? I want to be pro.
Yeah, if you go to GameNetics and you want to build your own controller, use code LoganRadioRocks and you'll save yourself some cash. But you can build your own controller from scratch. Go to GameNetics.com.
So you're telling me if I do this,
yes,
they can build it from that?
They can build it from scratch.
Wow.
Yep. Just anything you want, they'll do it. I've actually built my own controller a few times.
So if I scratch you, they'll build it out of you?
If they scratch me, I'm coming back at you, bro.
No, you said they can make it out of scratch.
They can.
Come on.
They can. It is. Have you ever tried to build your own controller? It's kind of fun.
I've seen a lot of friends do it because they actually add the lights and stuff to it.
Right. Yeah.
Never. No. I was so even I got the Steam Deck and they were switching out the shell is so easy, and I actually stripped one of the screws on my Steam Deck, so that's never getting reopened. So that was unfortunate, but at least the memory works, so that's good news. So yeah, I'm not a very with
handy type of person.
No. You know that cabinet that'll stay broken.
You
Good
went
luck.
you went to IKEA and there's still parts of IKEA stuff all over your
Exactly.
floor when you moved.
There
I
are
totally
screws.
see that.
No,
Yeah.
we get a desk. There are going to be screws where I'm hope that wasn't important.
Yeah. Why are there 4 extra screws? Are they supposed to go somewhere?
Are they extras or were they actually important? And yeah, it happens. They don't make good instructions anymore. I'm just saying when it's literally here, part 1, put this down, and then guess what? It turns into a Pidgey. Part number 2. How am I supposed to know? How am I supposed to follow that? I can't. I'm sorry.
You can't. But let's ask chat who is going to win today. Who was your favorite, chat? We want to hear you. We want to know what you think or who you think is going to be the best competitor of the day. Is Bobby going to go 3-peat? And by the way, 3-peat is actually owned by Pat Riley. He actually owns that phrase 3-peat. It goes back to when the Lakers were going to 3-peat. And now, because we've got other teams that are on the cusp of 3-peating, like the Kansas City Chiefs, we're very, very close. So basically, at the end of the day, you're going to owe Pat Riley some money if you want to use the phrase 3-peat.
There you go.
Bobby, you're going to have to pay some royalties if you get a win today. I'm just saying.
Well, he is royalty, already having the crown on his head. Will he be able to keep it on his head is the question. But we're starting it out on this first semifinals. Mario Kart Stadium, we're running it back at it again with the white fans. Or should I say the white Yoshi.
Right, and we've got the white Yoshi, and here we are. We got a little backing happening, and if you're not familiar with that, it's the process of going backwards, not forwards, to gain yourself some items and some coins and get in the mix.
That is the way to do it, especially in a track like this. So much off-road, so many turns. We also got Princess Brat in the chat. You got the support for Zeki Kerr. Princess Brat, great to see you. If you don't know, she's going to be commentating for MomoCon in just a few months. We're running up on that extremely fast. So if you already haven't already, get signed up, go out to Atlanta and have a great time. Then we got JP Rose voting for Taco Cat. Yanchan Sarkozy is voting for, but we can see Mr. Scooty getting flamed, as that is not a common thing to have.
Yeah, he's not playing on, playing out, almost got hit in their own way. We saw a red shell go off, it found a home, and that bullet bill has gone on by the second. 3 is a charm.
There you go. Just able to shroom right around all those bullet bills. Blackout falling into the back of the pack, but we got Yezi here in third. Drift right around that blue shell. Remember, when the blue comes out, get out of the middle of the road. Zeki Cat doesn't have a dodge for that blue. Gets put 2 seconds, which is kind of optimistic there, especially with that racer having a red shell. Could have been 2 coming your way, but where is that drift bringing you, buddy?
Yeah, they were mowing lawns. Look, you're not getting paid to mow anybody's lawn. Stay on the pavement.
And we're going to be seeing those fireflies go across the pavement. You're going to have to pay to repair those bad boys. It'll take you about 6 months and 3 years if you're here in Vegas to get that repaired. But we got Phantom flying across the sky. Shock, dodge into a 5th, 4th, no 5th place finish.
Oh, man, that was crazy towards the end there. My heart started palpitating.
Crazy?
Wait, well, no, I was worried when he was in the air waving his hands like he just doesn't care. I almost had a small heart attack. That's not good. Don't surprise me. I'm old.
Yeah, you know, that sounds like a personal issue, but
well, it is.
Unfortunately. We also got Vantox in the chat, one of the all-time best racers known to be. And if you want to learn how to get good at Mario Kart, watch his streams. Extremely entertaining as well. Really, actually great person overall. I've had bugs with him, MomoCon, stuff like that. Really, really great individual. So if you want to, shout out to Vantox also in the chat right now. If you want to learn how to get good at Mario Kart and do it fast, I also can recommend JPG, who's also JP Givener on YouTube. Great person as well. But we're going to Sky, to the High, to the Sunday, and guess whose track is this?
That's Emery's track right there, but who's still picking random?
Yeah.
You get to pick your own track. I'm going to have to guess that's Bobby putting the random up.
But no, Bobby's not in here.
No?
No.
I just assumed it was him, because who else trolls us that heavy?
Yeah, no, that's true. You was picking random during semifinals. If you get to pick a track that you're good at. That's the advantage of moving forward to semifinals, where you're going to be seeing these players who enjoy these tracks. But most definitely Emily's pick here today, Sky High Sunday, one of her all-time favorites. This was the track that she locked in very first when she was at Summit. But Vantox saying she's iced out now. She won Summit, she ain't winning nothing anymore.
Oh,
whoa,
yeah?
where are you going?
Hold on a
what
second,
was
make
that?
it easy,
There's
getting all thrown around.
There's no wheelies in Mario Kart, buddy.
Mr. Scooty trying to get up on the high side, hits that banana, falls off the side. Lakitu got him back, and he's got that mushroom. He's going to pop that to get himself back on track.
And triple shrooms going around JDX. We're going to be seeing them up into 8th place. They got to get some good races in. It's only race number 2, so that's the best part about semifinals also, is getting redded out and falling all the way down to the ground and getting a little bit of a sugar coma, sugar crash. But JDX here in second.
Yeah, JDX right now looking to make a better showing. They did have a good qualifier. Let's see if they can keep that. And boom! Right off the crystal. You know what? Lakitu was right there. Right back up. So maybe they can send a Christmas card to Lakitu.
Oh, we're seeing Yanchan battling it out, doing a little bit of a Beyblade spinning, blasting on by. Emery, though, going to get hit by that red shell, and that's still going to be a little bit of a lead. And they're going to be able to slow down, saw the other red, but that doesn't even matter.
No!
There's a red shell in 3rd place. They throw it forward and hit Emery, even though her game awareness was peak. The game RNG was peakier, as we got JDX here in 6th place.
Well, we always talk about how there's 70% skill, 30% luck, but that was definitely 30% bad luck. memory right there. She did everything that she could do to keep it Charles in charge, like Charles and Lars, but it just didn't work out.
No, it did not. But we're going to see if Megan McEasy can make something else work out here in fourth place. Yezi in first, got a little bit of a lead. No shells, no reds, no blues, no oranges to be found here on Sky High Sunday. Jaguars grabbing second place, and Zeki Cat in third.
And that's just how you get it done. Semifinal race number 2 of 6 is in the bag.
Boom! There we go.
And what are you trying to do in the semifinals? You're trying to finish 1 through 6.
That's all you got to do.
All you got to do.
Numbers really don't matter at the end of the day. Only the number to the left, to the that says 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then you start worrying in case you have a tiebreaker or something else.
Yeah, just like Jay-Z's stuff is left into the box to the left. Beyonce, by the way, she'll put your stuff on the lawn if you're not careful. But let's not have a yard sale quite yet, because we've got a bunch more races in this semifinal numero uno.
Just one semifinals. Remember, we got this and grand finals coming up. So still, stay tuned for what's going to happen there. But we are going to go to TikTok clock again. Oh my goodness. Be original, guys.
27 tracks that you can pick. I feel like you're like a punk rock band. You only know 12 notes.
Yeah, you know what? And if you can hit those 12 notes good, though, you're going to be in a good spot.
Hey, you're going to be Blink-182 if you got a good drummer.
Hey, I'm okay with that. You know what? It's a good band. Got some couple of good tracks here.
And here we are once again. We do, by the way, love this track, so we're not hating on it at all. But
yeah, this is ruining my attention span going on TikTok clock.
Right.
Because we're on the clock when you go on TikTok. It's
Variety
terrible
is
for you.
The spice of life and color is the spice of variety. So here we are once again back on the track. We're checking out Jaguars in 5th place with a red shell.
Ooh, bumping the competition, but bumps right in the middle, slowing them down a lot, bringing them down to 6th place. Goes through that double item box. Boomerang getting back. Phantom going to be able to at least be secure for the time being. Will they go after pad number 2 is the question. Jump they go into the second lap.
And they're looking very Australian right now with that boomerang as we're checking on Blackout. They had 3 mushrooms. They popped one. They're not spamming them. They're making sure. Oh, they got real quick. They've got 3 green shells now. Let's see how they do Blackout.
I also didn't realize they had Selecta as their tag. That's Southwest Technical Academy, and that's actually awesome. That's where I went to high school. So did my brother, but I've heard it's not as good as it used to be.
Well, that's because you're not there anymore? Is that what you're going to say?
My brother was the one playing. Yeah, I guess that's when it all went downhill. But we're going uphill, up the TikTok clock. They were possible popping that full of fill. You just put down the controller, relax for a minute.
Take a moment to yourself.
Yezi getting hit by that blue shell, goes to that double item box, and avoids the pendulum.
The pendulum. Sounds like the next Indiana Jones.
Yeah, so right, actually.
Right? Not wrong.
Not wrong at all. That was pretty good. Zeki Cat here in second, got that green shell. They're going to be able to blend in with it. They don't even know what's behind them. Yezi grabbing first, Zeki Cat in second, and Aerial Apostle in third.
There you go, Aerial Apostle, double A, as the kids don't refer to him as, getting it done and making their way in the world today. 3rd place right now. We are halfway through our first semifinal right there, and people are getting it done already. Look, you just got to finish in the first 6. You got to make that moment happen right now, because if you make the moment happen, you will be in the grand finals, and then you're in the money.
In the money, in the money. And that's where you want to be. If you're not in the money, then you're losing money, and that's what you do out here in Vegas, so it kind of all lines up.
Yeah, I mean, look, take your winnings, walk outside, and yeah, just
if you're of age.
Just be like Blade and put it all on black. You're going to be good.
Are you?
Yeah, well, it's Vegas. 50-50 chance.
But what if your name's Bobby? Are you actually going to be good then?
Bobby's so good in the hood. He's looking for his 3rd win right now, all right?
All right. And
in a row.
In a row.
He's won more than anyone else ever
in this arena right now, which is kind of crazy to think about. Like, we already did the calculations, like over like $10,000 since the years he's been here. So it's a lot of money that he's been able to win just playing some Mario Kart Deluxe. And I wonder if Mario Kart 9 is going to be twisting it up all different ways. So I'm excited to see how that's all going to go down. Especially when we're going to be able to have that at the arena. Got to buy all the copies of the game. You know, there's a lot to think about. Phantom, though, is only thinking about how he just got dragged back to back on the Rainbow Road.
Yeah, and we do love some Rainbow Road because I'm old. And I love it. Now, there's a leap of faith there. Besides that, there aren't really any shortcuts to speak of. Here's that leap of faith that I was just mentioning. Mr. Sweetie was able to make it, take it, and it did great.
No, it did not. Yeah, we remember Rainbow Road, definitely a front runner track. No shortcuts to be found, no off-road to utilize. You got to just hit these little bit of strategies that actually make you go faster. Granted, Scooty kind of messed that up a little bit, but that is the fastest way to take that. Just do it a little bit better. As we see Element here in 8th place.
Yeah, currently making sure that they hit those power strips and get it going right there. There's something like everybody is like, that's not what it's called. That's what I call it.
Oh my God, we saw that green shell get back to hit 2 competitors with 1 green. A 2-for-1 special getting served up fresh for these competitors right here at the HyperX Arena. That's just something you don't want to be a part of. I do too.
Yeah, somewhere there's Gary going, that's my way, bro.
Oh, yeah, oh my God, wow. Wow, over the head on that one. I did not expect that one at all, actually. Blue shell on the way. Yezi, though, going to get hit on the boost panel. So they're going to be able to get right back up to top speed. Being able to stop yourself right in between those panels. Big brain move. And now we got Emery getting horned out. And she had a horn of her own. But, watch out, a green shell lands as well. Emery, hit the horn already, man. Stop holding on to it.
All heck is breaking loose right now as JDX is currently in 9th place, falling all the way back, but they've got that crew. They're probably going to pop it out of the
Pop it, lock it, polka dot it. We're going to be seeing how they're going to be able to utilize that going forward around those turns. But Mega Jakizi has to pop the horn to avoid that banana and helping out the rest of the pack so they don't run into that either. Mega Jakizi backs the bomb. Will it land? It does not land on any of those competitors. Jump, lands, and Blue Shell on the way.
Blue Shell sneaks on by, but it's coming through. See, but they've got the horn of no return, and they pop it right at the right time. Great defensive play. That's high IQ.
It is high IQ, but we're seeing Yezi go even lower IQ, even lower as the shot comes out, but will that bring him all the way back up? Zeki Cat trying to hit these mini turbos, trying to do these turns as best as they can, hits the boost panels, and grabs first place.
Yezi coming in 3rd place, and our 2nd place finisher is...
Emery! Grabbing that 2nd place finish. You're going to be seeing that lineup. 6th place, 28, 26, 25, 21. That's the thing you want to look at and potentially target those pods so that it gives you a better chance of getting into money. Because now, as we talked about, semifinals is the determining factor if you go home with something or you go home with nothing other than the memories you've made along the way.
Well, you know
Which
what?
is great.
You'll go home with a smile.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, you'll go home with a smile. Maybe not a good feeling. Might keep you up when you put your head on the pillow at night. But you know what? There's
we'll
always
keep you up.
next
Come on.
week. There's always next week.
It is.
That's the great part about Saturday Night Speedway is each and every Saturday night you can come down here and compete with some of the best Mario Kart competitors in Las Vegas and in the world right here under the lights at the HyperX Arena. And that's why we're here.
And if you think you can, even when you are a top-tier competitor, you come out here, you're under the lights, you hear the crowd, you hear the audience, you see all of your fellow peers that you've been talking to online, and you come out here to compete. I guarantee you're probably not going to be taking down the regulars any day of the week, in my opinion, especially once you get to that grand finals. But I could always be proven wrong, so come on out to Las Vegas and join us for one of these amazing events. We're going to Mushroom Gorge, though. Fun track. You got to time trial it and do some tomfoolery with some of these mini turbos in terms of where you're supposed to land, what you're supposed to do, different routes you can take, some bagging and tomfoolery happening. We got some triple greens for both of these competitors.
Yeah, Jaguar is maybe the move over there, just kind of sitting pretty biding his time right now. Now, this is one of those sections you got to make sure that you are tricking over so you keep up your top speed and also you just look good.
Exactly, and being able to land that gap jump. That is what this track is all about. Emery gonna be here in 8th place. Got those 10 points, so those mushrooms are gonna be bringing her even farther ahead. Gonna be able to jump right over that fire flower. Got that star. Gets item screen after checking the back camera. Couldn't slow herself down, but gotta hope for mushroom coming up in the next item box. Zippy shooting, going for the hop, going for the jump, trying to just play it safe. Doesn't go for the counter hop like you're supposed to, but the blue shell's on the way. Got the golden mushroom. Will they make it, Logan? No, they did not. They missed that by a mile and a half.
Down and out in Beverly Hills as the blue shell, aka the purple shell, does the damage to Ziki Cat, and they are currently in first place with that banana. But boy, did that blue shell take the wings out of their wings.
Yeah, and Red Bull gives you wings, but not today for Zeki Cat, as they're gonna get shocked. No. And they needed wings for that situation because they are just falling down. But with such a huge lead, they're gonna go right in between those item boxes. Will that cost them the race? Most definitely. Gonna have that red shell get blocked by the Goomba, and we're gonna be seeing Emery here in 5th. We don't even get to see who made that gap jump, but Mega J Keezy praying to the RNG god, saying thank you today. Blackout grabbing 3rd.
There you go, Blackout grabbing 3rd. That's going to do wonders for their points, by the way. Just getting one top 3 finish will catapult you up the rankings.
Oh my God, last race, 34, 34, 31, 31.
Oh my gosh.
So we've got 4 racers right now on the brink of potentially getting eliminated and not going forward, even potentially more than that, because I only got to see 4 scores in 7 years ago. That is what you're going to have to deal with now, that stress, that pressure, and realizing you got to make it all in this last race.
I'm so glad that Abraham Lincoln is here and giving us the Gettysburg Mario Kart address right now.
Well, you got to Gettysburg at it in Mario Kart, don't you?
Well, you're getting it done. All right, so here we are. We're getting down to the nitty-grit. I need to see a little bit more from Emery. She's coming off of a big victory outside of the arena. I need to see a little bit more.
Hey, that's the stress of the arena. That's all I'm saying.
No, under the lights.
Chilling with the friends at the LAN party summit, but then you come down to the party at the arena, and now the stress, the environment, the change up, it's all coming together, and we are going to be seeing it all fall apart here on the one, the only Royal Raceway.
Yeah, so very royal. And here we are checking out Jackie Juarez currently in 3rd fighting. I mean, it's 1 through 3. You take a win right now. Everybody's holding on to the points here.
I know, isn't that crazy? Top 3 all have single. What polls was that? What is the game doing right now?
Yeah, they're like, I just want 1 point. How much for some rules, sir? I'm making Charles get this joke, sorry.
Is that even appropriate, Logan? Come on, man.
Oliver Twist, come on.
Phantom gonna be here in 9th place. Got that mushroom. Gotta be able to just, oh, wow, chase it into another item box. Great move there to grab that star, which is better than just some shrooms being able to just move himself, get up to 10 points. Yanchan, a little bit struggling throughout this semifinals, but here in 6th place, they have the opportunity and they take it. Takes down Jadex, and now working their way up to 5th.
And they've still got that 1 red shell for protection. That full build goes on by the wayside. We've got a star coming by. We've got a blue shell flying by. Everything coming by Yanjan. And they're currently in 7th place, not able to make their way in the world stage.
And now we're going to be seeing Phantom trying to work their way up. Had some mushrooms after the shock and has a potential huge opportunity to do some craziness. But will they have to pop it? Sees the Crazy 8 right in front of him. Has to do something. Has a bullet bill right beside him. And now, what is the opportunity? It's nothing. Getting canceled out by a green shell, bouncing itself around right into Phantom's face.
Oh my gosh. Canceled like they own Bad Boy Records right now. As Phantom is currently in 5th place with a mushroom. They're going to need to pop this when they get to the straightaway and see what they can do.
Yeah, fortunately enough, they're not on the bubble because they got to pop that mushroom. They're going to be able to get a single item box after getting absolutely bulleted build off the track, working their way up here in 7th place with the final few turns coming up momentarily. Sees that red shell going around the corners as Aerial Apostle backs the boomerang. The Australian in him won't be strong enough. Gonna get redded. Yezi grabbing 1st place on the final race. We got Jaguars in 2nd and Blackout. You see him.
Yeah.
He's praying. He's trying to see in. 41.
He's trying to see, dude. Did he make it through the
tiebreaker?
Oh, we got ourselves another tiebreaker. We're going back to Baby Park, Baby Park,
Baby Park, Baby Park, That's how you do it, right?
Well, no, 3 times comedy. Everything happens in threes.
I thought it was 4s.
No. Well, that's why you're not funny.
Only League of Legends would get players would get my reference, right? Everything happens in 4s, right? Gamers?
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to tell everybody, but did you know a beat is 8 frames of video?
Is it though?
It is.
Is it though?
It's 1 beat.
You know what is a beat?
A beat is a. Look, you've never been in a fight. In your
I
life,
know,
dude.
right? I don't know why.
He's like, he's the guy who puts his thumb in here. He's like, oh, why did I break my thumb? Because no one ever taught you how to punch.
You saw it outside. Come on.
I know.
Right, gamers? Right?
Well, I can't let
you
just
actually
have it.
didn't see it. Actually, I was like, oh, you can't even see that, you know?
Yeah.
I hope you couldn't see that.
All right, Jadex and Blackout with 41 points. We're going to a tiebreaker. Ooh, it's going to get crazy.
Gonna be nuts to see these two players, these two juggernauts, to go back-to-back at each other. Blackout and Jadex going to be now duking it out for the money.
Yeah, somebody's got to get in the money because if you're not first, you are.
First, last, 6, 7.
I give up.
Well, don't give up just yet because we have to throw down on Baby Park. And it's going to be absolutely insane. It's going to be amazing. Blackout is a time trialer. So it's going to have a little bit of an advantage. And Jadex having that inward loadout style, will that be the detriment of this tiebreaker, or will they be switching over to a regular cart to try and give themselves a little bit of an advantage?
And one of the things we didn't see from the last tiebreaker was people using the tools that we gave you. I know we do a lot of talking up here, but some of the stuff we say is actually for real.
Well, so, what tools did we give them?
Well, we told them that they needed to hop over to that.
A hammer?
A kitchen sink.
That's not a tool.
Well, we'll wait till I show you how to use it. All right. Look, I need you to make tighter turns. It's all right-hand turns. Make tighter turns and utilize that green little sparse area of land and hop, skip, and a jump over it to the right. There's 2 of them. Use them. Make tight turns. Get it done. That's how you win with good item utilage and being able to utilize the shortcuts as well.
Yeah, that's going to be actually the difference, especially when you're going against really great competitors like Jadex and Blackout here today.
Right.
It's whoever is utilizing everything at their disposal to win this match. Because really, it is now a factor. If I win this, I double my money. If I don't, I lose money. And no one wants that to happen for themselves, especially when you come here week after week after week after week and always being able to put yourself into that grand final spot. But now, on the brink of elimination, there's stress, there's nerves, and going on Baby Park 200cc, you blink, it's over, it's done. So you gotta think about all of these factors before you go into this maybe final race.
Yeah, well, this is definitely going to be the final race of semifinal numero 1, but let's find out. Does Jadex have what it takes? They put a lot of pressure on themselves. Hopefully they're enjoying themselves today. I saw him downstairs. He's like, yeah. I go, hey, good job, you're doing it. I'd really like to see them grab themselves a win and push themselves into the grand finals and give themselves a chance at the Do, Re, Mi, Fa, Sol, La, Ti.
Oh! I'm trying to change it up, guys. I'm trying to change it up. I don't know what you want.
You're killing me.
Jadex,
Here we go.
Gonna start us out. Does change it up to the baby character with the Mr. Scooty.
Yep.
Love to see it. The change up of the century. Gonna be able to go right past that grass shortcut. And now we're gonna go a little bit wide. We're gonna allow Blackout to take a little bit of distance away from Jadex. But going forward, having that trailing green shell, Blackout gotta space themselves out properly. Takes the cut a little bit better. The green shell's bouncing and it lands on the Blackout. And Blackout, you can see the frustration, you can see the anger. They gotta catch back up. They gotta work their way back up the pack. Jadex, though, gonna be back in that green shell. It doesn't land. And going forward into this 5th lap, Blackout has a little bit of distance to make back up.
And here we are, Jadex.
What happened? The green shell snipe of the century. Blackout might have just taken it from that moment.
Oh my gosh, Blackout getting it done. Do they have what it takes to make it? And they do. And Blackout is going on to the grand finals. Jadex will be sitting down and enjoying a soda.
That is a crazy change of events The return to sender green shell, squeezing right into that side of the track and hitting Jadex. They had it in the bag, but what the bag had was Blackout with a pie, slamming it right in his face and bringing a Jadex down in the back of that lap. I don't even know. I wish we could get a replay of what just happened, but my goodness, what a change up. I really thought Jadex had it after they landed that smart bounce, but you never know what's going to happen in this game.
No, you know, you just don't know because, like we've said, it's 70% skill, 30% luck, and it could be 30% bad luck as well. So you know what? That was just bad luck for Jadex. They were doing what we said to do, but we did talk about item utilage being very important in such a small track where everybody is in close quarters. Think about it in one of the smaller COD maps. Everybody's in close quarters. You just got to find who you're at and target them and make sure that you hit your shots. And that's exactly what just happened with Blackout.
Tis it is. A whole change of situations happening there, and that just means they're moving forward. They're doubling their money tonight, and they're going to be super happy about that situation.
Yeah, we've got our players coming to the stage right now, so we are on our way. We're going to get into it in just a little bit.
And we're going to be able to call out these racers. Semifinals number 2. 6 more races. Whoever wins this one bans a track. You already know how this happens. It isn't Groundhog's Day just yet, Logan, because we're running it back same exact way. Hopefully not with the same exact tracks we're watching you guys.
Well, like Yogi Berra once said, it's deja vu all over again as we have Immortal on deck, Bobby on deck, Zool on deck, Sloppy Gunner, Ankles, Taco Cat, Nameless, Paradise, Kiro, Little Bit Psycho, Very Ledbetter, and Sundrop.
Ooh, this is an entirely different skill level of a lobby comparatively to that first semifinals. Especially you have some of these lower ranked racers who are now making their making their name known in the world today, that they're making those steps up. So they're going to be playing a little bit more hectic, a little bit more desperate, especially once you're getting outlined a little bit, that you don't have those fastest lines. You got to rely on those items. I was one of those players who just said, hey, I'm chilling in second, third place with triple greens. I will wait for first to get hit by a blue, and then I'll work my way up. And that's something that these players are going to do.
Yeah, well, that's exactly what they have to do because, look, it is now or never for this race on this Saturday night. So get involved or, you know what, go home and be sad. It's one or the other. You need to make your presence felt or you're going to go home and you're going to wonder, where did it all go wrong? Well, you'll have a full week to figure it out.
Well, 2 weeks, because if you didn't know, we've got the Spike Drop tournament.
Oh, that's right. We've got
next
Spike
week.
Drop.
And that's going to be happening all weekend long. Learn how you can come down here, watch this event, and be a part of it. I do believe there's like a few more teams that can sign up. So if you want to, it's a Valorant tournament. It's going to be amazing. Hopefully, I'm going to be able to commentate that. Hopefully, I don't know. We'll see what happens. But that's going to be, it's always been a fantastic event. It's been one of the most successful ones here at the arena. So
always,
it's going to
every
be
year.
Every year. Going to be so much fun to watch and so much fun to be a part of. If you want to, they're going to allow an audience in here, I would only assume, and be a part of that action. Valorant releasing a new character just recently. They're kind of broken. They're kind of crazy. And it's going to be a lot of fun.
Yeah, I actually casted Valorant this week, and it was a lot of fun. I got to see that new character, and one of the teams actually played that character 3 times.
They're broken.
I was like, all right, everybody, settle down. Okay? Just settle down a little bit.
It's like a combination of Jet and Phoenix, and you're able to teleport yourself back. You place down. It's like also Echo in a sense, where you're able to place yourself down and teleport back to where you placed it. You're able to dash up and go around corners. Ridiculous character, and that's one of the things with those games that they started out simple, right? They're like, oh look, these characters, they have a flash. They have a little bit of a fireball. And now you got them teleported back to where they are originally, and that's not even their ultimate.
How do you feel about the sliding?
The sliding's silly. Well, Neon was already a silly character.
Right.
It was already a silly character. I'm glad they nerfed them, and it was a good thing. But we do have the scores from that first semifinals. That's what's more important, not Valorant. We're at a Mario Kart 8 Deluxe tournament. Let's see what those scores are. Oh, great job, semifinals number
No,
one.
I'm freezing.
Great job, semifinals number one. We're proud of you guys. You did great. Really great work. But we are going to be getting those up momentarily, actually. So we'll get those up. Don't worry. We trust us. Trust us.
Yeah, in a moment. We got you. We got your back.
Do you?
Don't go anywhere.
Your back's gone, Logan.
Yeah,
I didn't have your back, Logan.
Every time they show the back of my head, I'm just glad I have as much hair back here as I do. Okay, let's just be honest. From the back, it's a little thinning. I'm not gonna lie.
There we go. There's the honesty that we're looking for. Let's be honest.
No one wants to hear it. We are going to get the scores from semifinal number one, and we will work our way into semifinal number two. Now we've got those scores. Let me do the freeze again.
Semifinals number one. We got Yezi. We got Zeki Cat. We got Emery. We got Jackie Wars. Mega J Keezy, and Blackout was the one who won that whole Baby Park 200cc. But look at the heartbreaking situation here, Logan.
Phantom.
With 40 points. Ariel Postel with 39 points. 2 points. Knocking them out of that semifinals. Mr. Scooty in 10th with 25. Yanchan with 11th with 17. And Elevate in 12th with 14. It was just, that semifinals is stacked.
Yeah.
There's no other way to say it.
Yeah.
It is stacked out the wazoo.
You always talk about how it gets turned up from qualifiers to semis, and then we just break the dial off and throw it at somebody for the finals. I mean, it just gets out of hand for the finals. There we go. We've got Bobby. We've got Immortal. Immortal's probably finishing up those loaded fries, enjoying them, having a soda or water over there. We've got Zool with
got the sunglasses on.
Got those shades so fresh and so clean. Their future's so
I don't
bright,
like the
they gotta
shade
wear
that you're
shades.
throwing at me right now, Zol.
Oh gosh.
Come on, that's a good one.
Okay.
I already
Let
made
you
that
have that.
joke
Let's see what Bobby's shirt says. If I miss this hydro pump, I will.
In game, of course.
Oh, in game. Yeah. You know
In game,
what,
of
Bobby?
course.
Keep your T-shirt to yourself.
In game, of course. Please, Twitch. Please don't.
Yeah.
Don't. It's in game. It's in
In
game.
game.
Yeah, he's like, it's an electrode, you know?
No loaded fries this time, he says.
Well,
All
that
right.
was a loaded answer right there,
Oh,
buddy.
see what you did there? But tip your bartenders and your waitresses as well. We'll be here all week.
Will we?
No.
I hope not. Could you imagine a week long just sitting here? Come on, Logan. Wouldn't you want to cuddle up, snuggle up?
I mean, I have a cot in the back.
Hey, there
so,
you go.
You know, it's happened from time to
Hey,
time.
you know what? Let's make it happen. Where's the subathon Mario Kart 8 Deluxe tournament? Let's do
Let's
it.
go. Yo, hey, we can do that. I'll sleep over here
There
if
we
we have
go.
to.
There we go. But it's going to be a very, very fun semis. Like I said, a lot of these competitors are on the lower rank side, and it's really going to be interesting to see how much of a gameplay difference that's going to make on these race tracks. Remember, top 6 moves forward, 6 races. You remember the number 6, and you'll be good to go.
Yeah, it's just finishing the top 6 and you're
But don't Beetlejuice it.
No, don't do
Don't
that.
do that.
And we've already had 2 tiebreakers, by the way. Is that a record? I've only been here. We've had 1 tiebreaker.
Yeah,
here
that's
and there.
probably been the most we've had like
Right?
in a minute. I don't think that's like the most we've ever had, because there's been times where like semifinals 1, semifinals 2, a qualifier had it in a row, and we actually called that like the long haul, when you got a tiebreaker in qualifier, you had to do a tiebreaker in semis,
Okay.
and then you had to win the tournament, the long haul. And that's happened
Yeah.
before, actually.
Well, you know what? The longer the races go, I feel like there's something to be said about attrition, right? I mean, there's only so long that you can keep.
I don't think you get
locked in.
protein from this game, Logan.
I don't think so. I said attrition,
Yeah.
not nutrition.
Oh. So you're not the same?
No, attrition meaning that you get tired and you
Well, there are tires in the game.
You
What are
fall
you
by
talking
the way.
about?
Roller tires.
Yes.
There's roller tires.
Because you're rolling on the racetrack.
Rolling.
Still haven't listened to that song yet.
Yeah, that's okay. You don't need to.
Okay, good. All right. Was it going to? We're going to the first track of the day, serving it up Gary Way. But we're going to the one, the only, to the Nesbo Road. It's fun. It's fun.
It is. It's fun.
It's chill. It's a fun rainbow road, and it's gorgeous. There's a person that actually mods the game online on Twitter.
Okay.
If you want to look them up, and they actually brought like the entire ground floor up, and it looked gorgeous. Actually, it was such a beautiful track when you brought that entire city up into the forefront of this track. It was super cool. You should look it up.
Yeah, definitely. Now they've got this function, but not to just jump in. You know what? that did not benefit them right now. One thing I am noticing right off the rip, we are not seeing enough tricks off of these ribbons that are being shot by the system.
What's also hurting a lot of these competitors is not checking that back camera. You don't know what's behind you. How are you supposed to know what's in front of you when you're already getting hit by a red shell and bringing you back to someone who's new in front of you? So you got to be able to be aware of what's happening around yourself, because if you don't, you'll lose in spots.
Yeah, and here's the thing is this track has no boundaries, okay? So it is very simple to fall off and have a bad day.
It will be a very bad day. This track has no boundaries. It will literally, I will stop there. You got to get think about it. We'll see Sloppy Gunner here in 4th place, going around these corners, hopping up and tricking. They're still on the Isabel loadout, which is great to see. They're committed to it.
Yeah, they definitely are. They've got 3 bananas, but they're going to lose them as the lightning bolt gets shocked, dropped, and locked. As we check it on Ankle, he just got streamed.
And now Ankle still here in 2nd, committing to the one, the only Donkey Kong Jr. loadout. Kiro, pop it up, the absolute cinema. Ankles in 2nd place, and Sloppy Gunner not even knowing how they got 3rd place. They're just staring at the screen saying, what happened?
Yeah, he's just got a smile on his face going, I got lucky, bro. I'm just here having fun.
No, it looks like
there's
there's a beard on his face.
It's better than your beard, my friend.
Is it though?
Yeah.
Better than your beard, buddy.
All right, Patch Adams, settle down.
Is that a cool guy? I bet he's pretty cool.
No, but he's got a patchy beard. Just like
Does he?
you.
Does he? I thought he was like had a shirt that had patches on it. What are you talking about? And it said Adam on the patches.
You've never seen that movie, apparently.
No.
Huh? Okay.
Kind of my life.
Fair enough. And we'll move
Wow.
on.
We'll be moving on, though. Great work from those top 3 competitors. A little bit of a change up there, but we'll see what happens next. Remember, this is for the money, and we got a lot of interesting tracks coming up. We got the one, the only Sky High Sunday. We got Mario Kart Stadium. We got Ninja Hideaway.
I like this map.
I do, too.
Yeah,
The
this is fun.
soundtrack's great. The track is really fun to race on. The shortcut's fun. I don't know. I also like the different paths. It's totally it's a fun track.
It is.
I
It's just a
enjoy it.
fun track, right?
It's solidly
It is.
made. I was terrible at this track when it first came out. It was rough.
So what did you do to get better at said track?
Nothing. I just cried myself.
Well, you know what? Some things don't change. As we get into it right now, Kiro in 1st place, hopping, skipping, and jumping, but now falling back to 2nd place.
We got Kiro trying to drag out Ankles here in 1st, but unfortunately it's not a party. They're gonna have to drop down and drop all the way down. So you saw the shortcut available for you, but they're gonna go all the way around. You gotta be aware of when these opportunities are actually given to you out of a mistake. They could have actually saved themselves a few spots.
Yeah, definitely could have. Very led better, currently in last place. They've got their motorcycle on. Let's see if it helps them out at all. They are tricking, so they got that going on. Taco Cat up on the rooftops. That's where they listen to that punk rock.
Ooh, triple greens right beside them. Gotta be careful, gotta space themselves out. Gotta press that brake, because if they don't, they're getting trailed out and they're dropping even lower than they did before. So they're gonna be able to hold on to these mushrooms, work that shortcut, coming up and take that pretty ideally. Paradise. You're gonna be able to control the competition, but not for long, as those triple greens are coming back at them again. But fortunately enough, able to avoid it.
Yeah, that was a really smart play as we're checking out Paradise right now. They've got the wow, that was close.
Well, it didn't matter.
Yeah, it didn't matter. They got hung up by the banana there. They did miss the blue shell as they're checking out Ankles with they had 3 mushrooms. They're gonna use 1, get hit by the red shell. That's just a bad day right there.
It is, as we now see those triple reds right in front of them. Gotta be careful, gotta think fast, as they're gonna be able to hold on to this red shell. Will they be dropping down for that shortcut? They do not. So they're pretty safe for that situation, because those triple reds didn't go on with them. But guess what? This game just keeps on giving.
Yes, it does. We're checking it on Zool, who was in 5th place. A border is sitting pretty in 1st place right now. Again, it's on their pod 1. Maybe that's the name.
Look at the mini map.
Yeah, they are
That
in
is
control right now.
Sloppy Gunner all the way about 5 miles back. Gonna be able to grab that 2nd place finish. Ankles in 3rd, and they're gonna at least keep that consistent. Just flipping those 2 spots.
Yeah, there we go. That's race number 2 of 6 and semifinal number 2. We're going to find out after the semifinal who will be in the grand finals. This is the race to the finish. This is to find out who's going to get that cashish and who is going to go home and, empty-handed tonight. So you got to do what you got to do right now because there won't be any time afterwards.
No, there will not be any time. We got 4 more races to go. We're going into race number 3. You still have a little bit of time. That's a lot of points. 4 times 15. What is that? 102. A lot more points to be had on the board to try and get yourself back into this competition. Or if you're just trying to get your footing and trying to get your feet wet, you're going to be able to try and slide your way into better placements going forward. Remember, you really just got to aim for like top 6-ish,
right,
and you'll be in a really good spot.
Yes. Now we're going to see what our next map is going to be.
What is
round
it,
and round it goes. Where it stops, nobody knows.
Mount Wario. We haven't seen this actually in so long.
It's been a while.
Actually, that's crazy.
It really has, actually.
Jackie Wars, bring up the stats on this one. Send me a message. When was the last time we saw Mount Wario?
I can't remember.
I
can't remember a lot, but that's just by virtue of.
But what's a lot?
Well, most of everything. Happens. Here we go! All right. I mean, this is how unfamiliar this map is. We haven't seen it in so long.
We'll see how they do, and there's a lot of neat tricks you can take. Literally, if you grab a mushroom, going through that off-road and landing, it's a very fast line to get yourself up in the front of the pack. Nameless is here in 5th place, going to be able to at least drift around. There's no items around him just yet, so they're going to be able to at least hold on to that A button. So they're going to go wide, and I spoke a little bit too soon. As they go wide, they didn't take that shortcut right there, and that would have saved them the trouble of getting readied out and dropping to 11.
All right, so besides that shortcut, what is one other thing that we need to know about this map?
Just play it a little bit safe, and you know what? Going on that waterfall section, you want to just keep it just tight. Go for it if you can, and take this no item shortcut coming up if you can. As Paradise going to get items in there. Ankles in fifth, going to be able to at least run this mushroom for the time being. Probably going to pop it for that shortcut. Gets greened, and that's going to drop him down to 8.
Yeah, you know what? It was good timing and bad timing all at the same. Chicken a little bit cycle currently in 4th place. Sitting pretty, looking good. The blue shell goes on by. And Immortal in 2nd place. Battle for first. No!
Gonna land right on the blue shell explosion. Had the mushroom in the pocket to be able to at least bring them back up to top speeds. But what an unfortunate landing there. Immortal is gonna be here in 1st place. Take these turns, take these mini turbos as fast as they can to get onto these boost panels.
Yeah, man, that was shocking. That just.
Oh, don't say that.
Yeah. Oh, now I'm gonna drop lightning on him. Is that what you're saying?
Well, absolutely. There's a potential for that to happen, but right now Immortal is gonna be able to use that shroom, get away from the air horn, and grab a first place finish.
Bobby coming in 2nd place and rounding out our top 3. We've got Kiro.
Kiro really feeling discouraged after that qualifier. So now being able to grab those really nice spots, they are doing work in this semifinal so far.
Getting it done right now. Oh,
2nd place, there you go.
2nd place, getting it done. Looking good.
1st place, actually, they both have 34 points. We saw the one and the
so
one.
we got a tie for 1st right now.
There we go.
And we're halfway through this 2nd qualifier of semifinals. On our way to the grand finals. We're going to find out who will be the hostess with the mostest in just a little bit. But who do you think has this qualifier?
I could not semifinals.
Semifinals, excuse me.
I could not even tell you. I really couldn't even tell you because, you have a lot of underdogs in this one. I want to see a lot of these competitors who normally don't make it in the grands, make it in the grands, but you got to be able to be consistent and race as fast as you can. Going to Ribbon Road.
Yes,
this is one of the only Ankles' favorite tracks.
Yes.
So you got to think about what you to expect on this one.
Well, this is a great track for a couple different reasons. It has 2 shortcuts that are very, very hard to do, and there's one shortcut that could make the difference at the very, very end of the map, but you do have to have a mushroom. So let's see who's played this map, who's practiced it, who's time trialed it, who knows the map, and let's find out who will be moving forward.
Ankles is now going to be able to at least move forward in front of some of these competitors with that mushroom into that shortcut up to 4th place. They're going to be able to trick their way into, messed it all up. Ankles here in third place with that much in hand, though. We talked about it, how good, wow, almost gets screened out there, but they're going to be able to take that much through that shortcut, and it's going to be pretty ideal for them.
Yeah, it is. Now we're going to see if anybody takes this shortcut. Taco Cat does toss and drops and blocks it. Not the only one to do so. Look at, after this next lap here.
Wow, we saw those boomerangs collide with one another?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
You couldn't have done that if you tried.
No, you couldn't. That was 100% luck in that situation. And Zol gonna be very unlucky running into that toy on the track. They gotta get those toys picked up. You don't want to be a slob in this day and age. Zol here in 11.
All right, let's see if Zol is going to take these two shortcuts over here, making the turn. Looks like they're gonna hit it. Hits the first one. Very well done. Let's see if they make the second. Cannot make the turn on the second. Got drift, waved into that. They're in the air with their hands waving their blood. They just don't care. Oh, here we are. Last lap. This is where it all
We'll see if Hero will go down in 5 because they're currently in 6th place. Takes a really awkward drift there, and that's just not going to set them up well for this next section. Pops that mushroom, going for that double item box. Bobby Gunner's going to be here right now. Throws the red shell forward, and it did not land. We're going to be seeing the one, their only Paradise, able to at least bring out that defense before they were hit. Throwing out that fire flower. Those triple bananas are right behind him. Goes to the double item box. Hits it, and Bobby has a little bit of a lead, and that lead equals first place victories.
Yeah, Bobby getting it done right there. That's first place for Bobby, second place for Immortal, and third place will be Sloppy Gunner.
No sloppiness there at all. Grabbing a top 3 finish. You can't complain about that.
Nope.
And now we're going to be seeing some of these competitors dropping down a little bit. We now have 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, and 10th all competing for that spot. So it's going to be coming down to it. We still got a little bit of time, a few more races.
Got 2 races left.
2 races to make it or break it. And a lot of these competitors are still very close to that 26 points.
Yo, it's great to see it being this competitive, this late in the game. You know, it's always a little bit disheartening when you see somebody just running away with the competition, but this is not the case.
Especially if they are running on the track and not driving and they're getting away from you, then I'd be very worried.
Yeah, don't run in between cars. Look, if your mother or grandmother told you to go play in traffic, they didn't actually mean it, all right?
Did they not?
Well, maybe yours did. Just saying.
Thought that was a fun thing to do. Thought they were looking out for me, Logan.
Nope. Go. You know what? You should go play in traffic right now on Vegas Boulevard. Let's see how that works out for you.
I think pretty well. There's too much traffic for anyone to actually hit you.
Yeah, well, they can't get up to speed.
Exactly. Sure. What? They're going to hit me with 2 miles per hour? Good luck. Good luck with that. There's too many traffic cones to save my life. We're going to Sky High Sunday, though, where the only cone you're going to find is a sweet one, a savory one, and something that you want to take a bite out of. Oh, please and thank you. Do you have a favorite ice cream?
Actually, I do. They don't make it anymore, but then they took it off the market.
It was made in the 40s?
They just brought it back. Yeah, close to. It's called a Choco Taco.
Whoa, that sounds crazy. That seems nice. What even is that? Like that?
You're gonna have to use Google like everybody else.
Oh wow, they didn't have Google back then. How would I know about it?
You look it up in an encyclopedia.
Thank you. There you go. Now we're talking.
Yeah, do what we used to do when I was a kid. We looked it up in an encyclopedia and copied the words out of the book.
Okay, Dan. All right.
And it's just like AI, except much more work.
Paradise trying to put in work here in 8th place. Grabs that single item box, going for the double, and they're going to be able to land into both of those bad boys. But will grab nothing great. And it's really sad to be in 8th place because I feel like it's just gives you such awesome items. Sundrop here in 6th, gonna go right into that double and try and grab something ideal, especially on the Hot Rod Flamesmobile. You gotta only hope that you're gonna be able to go fast on that bad boy.
Yeah, this is an interesting loadout as far as I'm concerned. Hitting a double banana right there. I guess 2 pressing 1, holding on to that shroom, but they lost the shroom. Sundrop right down, has the red, and now we're checking in on Taco Cat. He's got 2, now count them, 1 mushroom to their name.
We'll see what Taco Cat can do, and that's not looking like a Choco Taco. That's going to be looking like a giant explosion and a burnt taco at that. Going to be able to throw that red shell forward. It lands, gets around that bronze plant, and they literally see the blue shell coming, but they don't get out of the middle of the road. Bobby going to get hit by that blue shell, has nothing to avoid that bad boy win.
No, Bobby now sitting back in 4th place, 5th place, trying to make it happen. This race is almost over. We're getting down to the finish line. Who will be first? Kiro currently sitting pretty. They've got the boomerang. They're going to back it, and
It
boom!
lands onto Immortal, shaking his head, saying, oh, I can't believe I got backed by a boomerang. Ankles in second.
Yeah, that was very Australian of them. And finishing out 3rd place right there.
Going into the final race. Oh my God, 33, 32, they're 24.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of a point discrepancy there.
Is.
But still, 6th, 7th, duking it out, wanting to get in the money, coming down to this final race.
It's close. It's close quarters battle right
no,
now.
This is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. This is not close. True. True. But yeah, no, it actually is going to be a close battle. Even though we're not on battle mode, we are playing 150cc of 6 crazy laps, and it's going to be 8 in that grand final. So even more time on the stage,
yes.
even more time to prove yourself is also on the line right now. But we'll see where we're going to be racing and putting ourselves on the line. We're going to DP3. Where's DP4 at? Come on.
We had 2 Excite bikes up there, and I got really stoked for a second because that is one of my favorite tracks. If you remember, I'm old. You can just tell by looking at me. And look, besides when you bought a Nintendo, you got Mario Brothers, Super Mario Brothers, and you got Duck Hunt. The first game that you went out and bought was either Commando or Excite Bike.
A rough childhood you've had.
Yeah, it was very rough. I got a Nintendo. You know, like, it was very
Sun drop, though, going to be able to take that no-item shortcut, but you got to drift through that corner. That's something you do have to practice, though. Time trialing this track is so important because these lanes are so tight. You got to be able to hit these corners exactly right. If you don't, you're going to be lightweight in the back of the pack.
And Immortal actually, surprisingly, does not hit that. Oh, they used the mushroom to back that red shell. That worked out perfectly. I don't even think they planned on it. Just happened.
Yeah, you saw that big smile on their face. They were just like, hey, that worked out for me, and I'm not complaining about it. Red shell coming in, smacking Zol right upside the head. That is brutal, and jumping their way across the pond. And now we see Immortal in second.
Yeah, once again, choosing not to take that shortcut. They had mushrooms once again, but they're like, yeah,
whoa, someone trying to slow Immortal. I can only assume that's the one, the only. And they're going to get their item ghosted. Have to pop that shroom around this shortcut, not going for the miss. So now going wide for the doubles because they have nothing to help themselves out. Hero taking an extremely awkward line. Popping both items.
I don't know if that was the right thing to do right there.
I don't think so either, but it might have just worked out for him as he's going to be able to finish this race in first after making a huge blunder in my eyes. Able to scrape on by.
Getting it done. Kiro finishing first place. You can see the excitement on their face. They are up. Look, they got out of their seat and they're jumping around. They just call them House of Pain right now.
And you're going to be seeing them in first place in this semifinals on the brink of elimination. Kiro bringing it all back and grabbing their probably first track ban of this event.
Yeah, that's exciting. Kiro is still standing, jumping around on stage right now. I love to see the excitement and just the jovialness of all of our competitors as they do each and every single time do a little bit better, a little bit better, a little bit better. Kiro, that was huge for them.
It really was, and it was a close battle to say the least. Without that first place finish, he wouldn't have grabbed first, actually. So it was a huge, huge moment for them. Almost threw it away with that double back defense. Risked it all, slip and fall. It was only themselves catching themselves from the ground and pushing themselves through the finish line.
Absolutely. Look, everybody's on stage right now talking. See that camaraderie?
Exactly.
And the smiles. Look, they all.
What other community does this actually?
Right? They all talk trash to each other before and after.
Yes.
But right now, they are just happy with Kiro and everybody else. They're just enjoying the community, enjoying themselves, and enjoying the friendships that they've created here. And you can too, just by coming down here at the HyperX Arena and taking part in any of the esports events that you want to get involved in. They're here each and every single week. We've got multiple different competitions, multiple different games. And if you want to get involved and stay with the pulse of the community, get involved in our Discord, Allied Esports. Esports. All right, we've got scores. Bring them to me, baby.
And we're going to be seeing our next top 6 racers. It's going to be Kiro in first place with 70 points. Our Immortal in second with 68 points. Bobby in third with 57. Sloppy Gunner in fourth with 55 points. Ankles in fifth with 53 points. And who scrapes on by the skin of his teeth? It is Taco Cat with 39 points in sixth place. Zol in 7th with 36, Paradise in 8th with 32, Nameless in 9th with 25, Little Bit Psycho right there in 10th with 24, Sundrop in 11th with 20, and Barry Better in 12th with 13 points. But your top 6 racers are lined up, and the top 6 from the first semifinals are lined up, and we will be seeing now the grand finalists. Getting ready, getting prepared, and these are your racers on deck for the final event of the night.
We've got Yizzy, we've got Ziki Cat, we've got Emery, Jackie Juarez, Mega J Keezy, Blackout, Kiro, Immortal, Bobby, Sloppy Gunner, Ankles, and Taco Cat. However, I've just been told that, well, these
might not be right.
To change.
They might not be right. You know what? You got to listen to us sometimes. Not all the time.
Not all the
you
time.
You know, you got to keep you on your toes, right? You know, like, oh, look, jump scare. You know, it happens. You know, oh, look, ooh, Mario going away. You got to keep you on your toes so that you're ready for whatever happens. And we got to make sure you guys are listening to us. It happens sometimes.
It does. And don't you worry, before we get to the grand finals, we will let you know exactly who will be on the stage and who will be going home. But we've still got 8 more races to go to decide who is the biggest, baddest, and bestest of them all.
Who is, Logan, the bad, the big, the baddest of them all?
I'd really like to see Kiro get these wins. That would be absolutely fantastic. I'd love to see that. Sloppy Gunner has been showing some good momentum as well here. And you know what? We'll find out who will be in the grand finals in just a moment. Don't go anywhere. Well, get up and grab yourself a beverage, maybe some chips or, an apple. Do yourself a favor. We'll be right back in just a second.
with another amazing round of Speedway. We are getting ready. We are getting locked in, throwing away the key and just hoping for the best because the RNG gods are not on anyone's side. We have the grand finalists lined up into the hype tunnel and getting all hyped up themselves. That's what you're supposed to do in the tunnel and figure out where it is all going to go. Right, left, up, down, and sideways in this grand finals.
Oh my gosh, they're lined up and ready to hit the stage, and you know what? It's about to go down. It's the grand finals here at the HyperX Arena inside the lovely and luxurious Luxor Hotel and Casino. And it is time for the grand finals of Saturday Night Speedway. Let's kick it off and let's have some fun.
You can see him walking down right now, Bobby. Jack Waz, Sloppy Gunner, Mega J Keezy, Ankles, Blackout, Taco Cat. Seeing them all getting ready, getting prepared for 8 races of green, reds, blues, oranges, getting thrown your way and having a time today. But who do you have taking it all today, Logan?
Well, you know what? Bobby always has a chance. Emery always has a chance, but I'm really liking where Kira's head's at right now. When we saw them, when we walked up here, the look on their face.
Inside the arena right now.
We can't see the look on his complete face because it's always hidden by a mask, but that's because they're from parts unknown. Now but you can just tell by the eyes right now they're locked in and they're super stoked to be here. We've got our bands. We've got Mario Circuit being banned and Sky Glider being banned as Sky Garden being
glider
banned.
Sky Glider.
I heard
you cannot take a glider. You gotta fall off the glider section.
I heard it in my head and said that's not right.
All glider sections are banned.
No glider sections for you.
That would be kind of crazy. I want a goofy speedway one of these days. I'm telling you, I want something. Race with one hand behind your back all throughout these qualifiers. Something. I don't know. Like I want these goofy speedways again. You know, they were a lot of fun.
What was one of your favorite goofy speedways?
They had a side event where one person is blindfolded, the other has to tell you where to go. That one's always a classic. A lot of fun there. But that was one of my favorites. So it was just funny trying to communicate and trying to tell someone else where they have to go.
That's fun.
We did that during one of the arena showcases as well with CSGO, and that was even rough because that's like you were talking about, like those small battlefields, and they couldn't even figure out how to get around those small battlefields. So.
Well, love is a battlefield, and we're going to find out who loves this game the most and who is going to be Charles in charge. Who's Tony Danza? Because somebody is going to end up being the boss today, and they're going to be going home with a bunch of money. Now, Immortal, I have heard that I was being trolled. Yes.
Play X Esports Experience. Yes. Guess what? You got 1. We got 2. And then we got 3 big boobs. Boom, boom, boom.
I came to shake the room.
That's what we're talking about, Immortal. That's what we're saying. Marie also here, kind of struggling throughout this tournament.
She has been struggling today, but the bling is so tight and so clean that I feel like, look, you can never count
I've never
out
seen
Emery.
Bobby actually laugh so much. I've never seen such a big smile on Bobby.
He's very happy today.
I know. I don't know what's up with that. It's the clean cut, isn't it?
Well, production told me he was trolling, so I can only imagine that he's just very happy right now because whatever joke he was playing apparently went over well.
It's the joke on us, and it always is. And it's the unfortunate part.
Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance. That's PlayStation 2.
Oh, it's the heel turn from WWE. Yeah, right. Yeah.
It doesn't matter what game it is.
Oh, sorry. Oh my gosh, John Cena turned a heel. Sorry, I just
John,
made the entire place.
Hey, John, find a tanning booth, my friend. Find a tanning booth. For
Once
the
you
love
find
of
the
everything.
gym, Logan, you can start recommending the tanning booth.
You know what? He's my age. It's me, him, and John Oliver are all the same age. So one of us is doing better than the rest of us. Let's just be honest.
True.
Yeah.
I actually, unironically, I'd say you're looking better than John Oliver.
Yeah, just a touch.
I think so.
Yeah, I think so.
Unironically,
I do.
actually. Yeah. But yeah, then we got Taco
Hold on a second. What are you guys saying? Wow, that was evil. Apparently, I'm not as good.
No, that was Taco Cat on the screen, not evil.
Evil Knievel just called. He wants his motorcycle back. Now, let's see who's going to be riding the bikes, who's going to be, with the good lowdowns. all of these competitors that are in these finals, they know this game inside and out, and it'll be interesting to see if we see any crazy lowdowns. We haven't seen anything too crazy today, except for that.
Crazy? I was crazy once.
Well, no, you were once, just once though. We did see a younger competitor play with the big Donkey Kong in that Cadillac.
They did.
Yeah,
They
they
did. That's just a rough combination that you really don't want to use. Trust me, if you're wondering, use it, and you won't be happy. But
Yeah.
we are going to Koopa, last name Cape, for the first race of this grand finals.
We've got 8 races to decide who's going to be the best tonight on Saturday Night Speedway, and we're about to get into it. Here we go. We've got Kiro right now. They just won that last semifinal. They did such a great job. They've got this momentum going, and I want to see if they can move that forward and keep that momentum going.
I do not know. They're playing with a little bit of a green shell fire, if I were to say, with that green shell being right in front of them. Thankfully, they didn't get trailed out just yet by Emery going for the bagging. And this is something that she did the entirety of that Summit Grand Finals, where she literally just bagged and bagged and bagged. And she literally just said it's easier to catch back up that way than it is to try and race in the pack and try and outline the rest of the competition. Let the items do the work for you.
You know what? That's very interesting because Emery is such a top competitor. You have to believe the evolution of the work. You can't say no, you're wrong.
Yeah.
Because she's one of the best ever.
Yeah, and it's kind of interesting too because we have Danny Fathom,
Yep.
a contributor to the community, great person. We talked about how Emery started from very humble beginnings of being actually one of the easiest people in the community, didn't take the game seriously, and now she is one of the best racers in the United States, which is just like a story to talk about in my opinion.
Oh, I absolutely agree. Doctor can't get pushed behind that shell, but don't worry, they've got a bullet-filled full, and now they're going to make up some of that ground. They've got that blue shell. They're going to hold on to it for dear life. Emery right now, bullet-filling it up.
And now working their way forward in 5th place. Got those green shells, but you got the green Yoshi also. So your combination of, guess what, running into the Goomba, trying to dodge the blue shell, but then don't have enough invincibility frames, getting hit by the blue shell, and then the shot. That is literally such an ideal chain of events. You're not chaining items, you're chaining bad luck there, Immortal.
Yes. That was 30% of that bad luck we talked about. Sloppy Gunner currently in first place, holding on to that coin for dear life. They've already got 10 of them, so they're going faster than everybody else. They're about to get squidded out. Squidward doing their work.
And gonna be able to take this boost panel, get Squidward off of him, and take this last turn. Has the defense, has the opportunity, and grab first place on the Isabel Cat Cruiser. Not Cat Cruiser, but Cat Isabel, not on the Cat, but being able to have the dog in them enough to grab that first place finish.
Bobby with the 2nd place and Immortal rounding out our top 3. So there you go, Sloppy Gunner. You know what? I told them as well, you're doing quite well. They've just been a little bit under the radar, sitting tight and biding their time. And I think now's the time for them to explode on to the finish because we've only got 7 more races to go.
Oh
and
my God.
then it's over. Don't be careful.
Slapped Bowser, makes him know who's in boss here, buddy. Bonk, just like Mario does.
Bonk, bonk, bonk.
Bonk. As we do get to the 2nd race, remember it's 8 races. So
It is.
I talk about, oh yeah, have a bad first race. That's fine. Have a bad 2nd race. That's fine. So have a bad 3rd race. That's fine. And now you're getting into that dangerous territory once you get to that 4th race. But with 8, it's actually a huge difference.
It is.
Normally with Mogies, it's actually 12 races. So you even have even more time to catch back up. But we are going back to the one, the only Ribbon Road. Can only assume the only person that would have picked that is Eagles. Let's see who's going to be able to break some of those on this track here today.
Yeah, this is definitely one of their favorite tracks. We've already seen it once before. We've talked about it. It's got 2 no-item shortcuts that are difficult to use because you have to drift into them properly, especially if you hit both of them back to back.
Yeah.
It's very difficult. But then at the end of the map, there is that one shortcut that can make all the difference as long as you're holding on to the button.
We'll see if they're going to be able to hold on to that A button as best as they can. Remember, spacing also a huge factor when it comes down to these grand finals. not want to get caught up in someone's trail because it's so easy to avoid it. Just don't press that A button and don't trick off the track. There is a lot of things that you can do to help your race and not sabotage it.
Well, and let's just talk about the rhythm of this ribbon track. And you can definitely find some places to use your tricks, as we see Angles back right now, trying to get that last couple of points that they do.
And they're going to be able to grab odd items that they're not going to be able to use because that shot comes out extremely early out of the first lap, going into the second. Hero grabs that single item box, triple greens into the off-road, and that's going to slow him down quite a bit. Whoa, who got L slowed down though?
Yeah, something else just happened right there. As all heck breaks loose, Immortal currently sitting in 5th place with that red shell as a defensive mechanism. Let's see if they can hit those shortcuts. The first one coming up right here. They're looking to grab it. They do hit the first one. Can they get two for the price of one? Indeed they can. Let's get it done.
Throws the red shell, misses the item box, which is just going to be unideal, but the Piranha Plant is taking no witnesses, not taking anyone alive, and they almost trailed themselves out against that green shell, but Hero staying alive as best as they can, as they also get ice.
They're now currently in 10th place. They've got a lot of work done out for them if they're going to finish in the top 3 currently. Falling back into 11th place. It's not getting any easier than Hero.
No, it is not, especially with the double Shockerino on Ribbon Road. The boomerang landing, taking out one competitor. Triple greens taking out 2 competitors. Emery is in first place with a lead. I really wonder what was the chain of events to get her up here, as she was bagging at the beginning of this race and confirming a first place finish.
Emery first place, Ankles second place, and Bobby in 3rd place. Familiar faces in our top 3 right there.
All around me are familiar faces, worn-out places. You gotta sing with me?
No, reasons,
Come on, Logan.
reasons why I don't go to karaoke with you when you invite
Yeah,
me.
because you would get outsung any day of the week, buddy. You know it's true.
Looking down the barrel of a gun, son of a gun, son of a what, son of a who, getting paid, getting rich. Boom. What? That's Beastie Boys. What? You don't know? You don't know? Yeah. No,
I know one song.
I could just kick stuff out, bro.
Yeah, you could.
I can.
Kick
It
stuff
happens.
out like your vocal cords. Get that trash out of here. Put it out on bulk day and get it out.
You know what? You're hurtful, but that's okay.
No, I'm
because
Pidgey,
we've got-
bro. What?
we've-
You don't even know my name and you're calling me hurtful.
We've got more races to come, but boy, oh boy, Emery, right back up to the
There
top.
you go.
And you know what? Kiro falling back on that second race. They have some time to get up there. And you know what? I really, really very much like where Sloppy Gunner is right now. They're keeping in the mix. We're going to see what happens there. Can Emery keep it up? Will Bobby make a difference? We'll find out.
Let's see. No,
What do you think?
I'm not seeing a Bobby making a difference down
Okay.
there because they're not even doing math. How can they make the difference if they're not even putting up the stats? But we are going to Peach Gardens for this
Let's
next
go.
race. It's fun track. It's very consistent. You got a front run. There's some nice shortcuts in here, but you really got to just rely on some nice mini turbos, some nice counter hops to get yourself outlining the rest of the competition. Emery leading the pack for how much longer? Double item box screen Reno with Bobby just trying to take that no item shortcut and drop it down. So does Emery though, just gonna drop to the back along with him.
Yeah, it's a no item shortcut, but it's still a hop, skip, and a jump. Like,
It
you,
is.
You can't just make it.
Like,
happen.
actually.
Yeah, like you literally gotta go. Bobby was backing just for a hot second, but now they're trying to decide what they're going to do. Immortal currently in 5th place, trying to grab those extra points. Immortal now has the mushrooms. They're gonna pop and drop it and lock it. They're looking to gain some footing right now, but not happening. They've got 3 more mushrooms to do. They used 2 of them. They spammed 1 of them, and they've got 1 left.
They do have 1 left to go. Going around these turns, Yezi is here in 9th place. Gets bumped to the side, almost goes for a swim, but they're going to be able to throw that blue shell out. Slows down for a little bit of a very nice surprise there. Kiro in first place has nothing to avoid this blue shell. They had a banana, but that banana's going to get fired out, and they're not going to have anything to protect themselves except almost a fast red shell as they do grab that double item box. Sloppy got a great slowdown there to wait for themselves to grab that double item box so they don't get items.
Yeah, that was almost too close for comfort right there. Sloppy Gunner making their way up to 7th place. They're going to get lightning now. They're going to lose those 2 green shells that they were holding on to, but they are still in the mix.
We'll see if that mix is going to taste good or not, because sometimes you're brewing up some ingredients and it just does not work out. Zekicat in 5th place, sees the fire flower, sees the green shells in front of him. Remember, those backs are also going to be deadly. Sees the triple bananas, green shell, and a coin being popped. And there's a traffic jam as we're going to be seeing pod number 7 trailing pod number 6 and pod number 2 surviving. Emery doesn't have anything to avoid the blue shell with. Slows down, goes for the single item box, drop into 3rd. They're going to at least have something special. Bobby flowing their way up into the front of the pack. Will they be able to hold on to this lead? You see that other competitor right behind him, backs that banana, lands it, and takes them out. And they may be able to back this bomb on the shortcut, and they do, to disrupt the rest of the competitors taking that shortcut. But pod number 8, right behind him, red shell, going to land. They both get hit and punished for the aggressive gameplay. Bobby grabs 5th.
Immortal grabs 1st place, and you saw the fist bump. Immortal is totally stoked right now. Ankles as well. Everybody's over there. Mega J Keezy with a smile as well. The only person without a smile on that stage right now has got to be Bobby.
That is so unfortunate. You saw him try to make all the right plays, trying to disrupt that 2nd place run, backs the bomb, but the person who survives has a red shell, tries to punish Bobby, but then they throw the red, someone else has a red, hitting them back into the back of the pack as well, allowing Immortal to take over, win the race. What an actual ending to Peach Gardens.
I mean, that was a great ending for that map, and as we move on, look, we're almost halfway through. This is where the going gets good and the good gets going, because we're getting down to that nitty grit.
Yeah, we love the gritty, especially in Fortnite. That is the #1 emote, but we're not playing Fortnite. We're playing Mario Kart 8 Gritty Deluxe. As we got the randomizer going, where do you want to go, Logan? Where's it going?
You know what?
Riverside Park is where we're going. You don't get a choice.
I like Neo City, but that's fine.
Yeah, you know, we all love Neo Bowser City. It gives us Vegas vibe, right?
It does.
Downtown Fremont,
Maybe.
maybe.
All right, so we are almost ready to roll, and we are already rumbling. So we're rolling and we're rumbling. We're rumbling in the jungle. It's about to go down. Let's get it going. Sloppy Gunner looking like they're gonna bag this one.
Yeah, Riverside Park got a lot of off-road that you can go on to. Havelock can save you a couple times before you start thinking, hey, maybe I should press the A button and try and compete with at least more than half the lobby that is currently bagging. 4th through 12th.
Yeah.
Currently going back for items, it looks like.
Yeah, well, you know what? It's funny when everybody does it, right? You know.
It is hilarious.
Yeah, because it's like, well,
you're competing with so many people to grab shots, to grab a dodge, to make it happen, and going around these turns. Zekicat, though, great combination of items. Will they be able to plan it and land it and really activate these dodges in time? You got Jiro popping that star almost immediately. Got that golden mushroom right behind it, though. So it's not the best combination, as we know. The golden mushroom, all it does is look pretty.
It does. It looks very pretty, but you can spam the golden mushroom, unlike the regular mushrooms that we just told you all the spam them. Use them one at a time. That golden mushroom can be spammed. We've got a blue shell on the course right now.
Whoa, and Bobby has something to counter said blue shell. Oh,
no!
And it's called drop it off the... Whoa.
Oh my gosh, that ended up working out for him.
What? Wow, that blue shell was like a lot closer than I thought it was, wasn't it?
Yeah, no, that's a clip.
Is that an after you of the century?
Yeah.
I'm bamboozled there. Zekicat now still going to be here in 2nd place. Got the mushroom, popping the mushroom through the shortcut. Gets stuck in the off-road, but they're still going to be able to burst their way forward.
Yeah, here we go. Angles in 3rd place. They've got the Piranha plant going, but they get blown out by that red shell. Now they've got a red shell as a defensive mechanism. So does Zekicat have that banana, and they're able to finish in 1st place. That red shell don't care. Bobby in 2nd place. And finishing out our top 3.
It's going to be pod number 7, Jackie Wolves.
Res.
Great work there from these competitors. And one thing to talk about, right,
let's do it.
is that Zekicat was one to go back. They bagged, had the ghost, had those triple shrooms, but Bobby front running that entire Riverside Park, only getting sabotaged potentially by himself. Don't know if the jump off was planned or he just took a bad line. It looked like a bad line to me because he did launch himself off to the side, and then after you working out, technically hitting Zekicat, able to dodge it, and then Bobby still holding that top 2 run with Zekicat, which is actually kind of crazy.
All right, so we're on the other side now. This is the other side. We've gotten through our first 4 races. We've got 4 races to go. We're halfway done with the grand finals.
Halfway there. Whoa! Living on a box. Item box. Taking us there. Oh! Living on an item box. As we do get the randomizer going.
Yeah, I don't know what that was, but I went
It was great.
I went
It was
along with it
phenomenal.
no matter what.
Thank you. At least someone did.
I
As we
will
go-
buy into our craziness over here, okay?
How much you paying?
Not enough.
Coconut Mall, though, you're going to be paying up the wazoo to go and park these places.
Do like a good mall. It's my age group.
Yes.
We grew up in malls. So.
I honestly, I feel like they kind of have a resurgence coming back.
Yeah,
you know?
you think so? Like a record store?
Yeah, exactly. You know what? There is a nice record. Zero Records, though. Honestly, I'm right by there.
All right, race number 5 of 8 in the grand finals. Right now, we check in on
Yazoo. Actually, getting a few good spots here, but Coconut Mall is an unforgiving beast of a track, in my opinion. You are dealing with not only your own lines, but everyone else's as well. You see Yazzie unfortunately step themselves headfirst into a wall. The escalator says green means go.
Yeah, now there's a couple of shortcuts here, but the most interesting part of this map is the parking lot. Because there is a way to be able to fly over part of it right here. Let's see if they make the turn in. Nope, they're going to hit the tree. They are going to make that turn, and it actually works out for them. We're checking out Taco Cat currently in 3rd place.
Got those double greens. Potentially could go for the snipe if they wanted to off the wall, but they don't. They're still holding on to a defense, waiting for the opportunity. And many different opportunities, I feel like, to line that up. Zeki Cat, though, taking the lines of the century, man. That is, you don't want to get stuck in that store because they're going to keep on trying to sell you something. Zeki Cat, though, going to get sniped from behind the back green, though, not leaning on any of his competitors. Blue Shell on the way.
Blue Shell on the way. Every currently sitting
Wow.
in 9th place, but has to start. And
Whoa.
wow, just keeps getting body rocked.
And the double reds connect with one another, so Bobby avoids the double reds but gets hit by the blue shell. So a really weird combination of whatever second place was thinking there, but they're going to be able to at least front run for a little bit longer. Second place catches right back up to them. They are there on that yellow load Yoshi. Bobby grabs that double item box. Taco Cat is that yellow load Yoshi in second place, but their lead is just getting longer and longer and longer by the second. Gets right around that bullet fill. Triple mushroom right in front of him. Holds onto the bomb for defense. Has to go for the single, though, which is kind of brutal. Akel popping the mushrooms. Blue shell on the way again. Will it land in time? No, it's not. And he hits one of the cars on the way, but it doesn't matter. Akel's grabbing second. Bobby in first.
And Zeki Cat in 3rd place as we just get done with race number 5 of 8 races in the grand finals.
Let's see, what are these scores looking like? Looking a little bit. We can't see first place because of the little tab,
Right.
unfortunately. We definitely gotta fix that. We gotta flip that around somehow. But yeah, that's for another day. But yeah, we got to see second place with 45 points right now.
Yeah, well, you know what? Dude, we've only got 3 races left, man. It's almost over. I mean, if you're
3 more races, man.
Yeah, if you're not making your way to the front of the pack, you are going to be left behind. Now is your time. Knock, knock. Let me in, okay? Who's knocking? Yeah, this guy right here says, it's time for you to get your head in the game and make sure that you finish in the top 3. Because a couple top 3 finishes right here will catapult you into the rankings.
Like we already see right now, we can only assume, because we can't see Bobby's score, is that he does actually have a big lead from that Riverside Park, that first place finish on Coconut Mall, and just playing extremely consistent as always in the rest of the races.
Yeah.
But we are going back to DP3. Where's the DP4, the DP5, the DP6? Come on, let's bring up these tracks. Come on, we got to get to the sequel already.
Well, they have to have stuff for the new game. I mean, you keep telling us how the new game's right around the corner. Well, maybe those will be the new games or some of the new tracks on the
There's got to be some sequels in there, right? They got to hit some bangers.
Yeah, we've only seen this once or twice before.
No, not at least 5. But it's it used to be one of my most hated tracks, and then that's what you time trial it and you end up enjoying it more. Maybe what again?
Talk about this as they use that red shell as a defensive mechanism. Good job, Taco Cat currently in 6th place. Gonna take that 5th place right there, and they're gonna grab that coin. Jackie Juarez, they popped one of those mushrooms. They've got 2 more. They are in 7th place.
We'll see what happens here. Going to be able to take that shortcut. Gets caught in the off-road a little bit, but still going to be able to keep up that speed. Hits the side of the wall. Beautiful. No item shortcut there. Holds on to that single mushroom. That banana ain't harming nobody yet. Shot comes down. Emery misses the dodge. Had the star in hand. Gets item screened as well. Things are not lining up for Emery today like they did for Summit last week.
Yeah, you know what? I love it when you use my name just to grab my attention. You're like a teacher numerous 420 in accounting. Anyways, we check in on Mega J Kesey right now. They've got third place. They've got a banana. They dropped that banana and they pick up the horn.
Whoa, a little bit of a traffic here in this drag race in this final few turns. Has the air horn in hand, still holding on to it. The actual trigger control right now is the way to do it. Bobby here in third gets around the banana and going to be able to finish in top 3, which is just going to extend their lead even more. Immortal grabbing first, Kiro in second, and we'll be able to see these scores momentarily going down the line. 57 points for Bobby, so 67 for Bobby, 51. Wow,
that's a
for Immortal right now.
That's
so
16
that's
points.
In 2 races, they have to make up 16 points, and that's if Bobby doesn't grab any other good finishes. So technically, if he has 2 last place finishes, which probably won't happen, that's 2 extra points, so it would be an 18-point lead. But I just don't think I see Bobby getting a bad spot in this grand finals. He's not getting hit. He's maneuvering himself. He's spacing himself out. Don't know what you do to stop him at this point with 2 races left.
And you know what? Immortal told me as we were walking up here, hey, man, I won one of these. Bobby has not gone back to back. I won one in the middle. And then Bobby looks at me and goes, that's fake news. No, I totally have won 2 of them. And we look, I don't know who's telling the truth. But I'll tell you this, there's a little bit of a rivalry tonight between Immortal and Bobby. And we're going to see this going into the last 2 races because they are the only 2 right now who have a chance.
Yeah, this rivalry is going to start off and maybe end here right now onto Mario Kart Stadium, one of Bobby's favorite tracks in the game, and it might be the one that puts it all in the books. You'll be able to sign it. You'll be able to meet Bobby right on the stage, and he'll be able to put it right there on the front page and just say Mario Kart Stadium is the best track ever created. And he'll say it and quote it. But Emery trying to not run into that trail right there. Going to be able to trail out the competition though with their own red. Great spacing and awareness by Emery starting to track out.
And I do believe this is the 3rd time we've seen this track tonight.
Probably the 8th. I love it.
It feels like forever, but this is definitely the 3rd.
It probably is, as we now have Taco Cat here drifting their way around the helicopter today. Don't bond that. There's already enough problems in the sky today. Taco Cat is going to be able to land right there. Gets caught in the off-road, but Zeka Cat with that star gold mushroom combination. That's what you like to see. They're trying to work your way up, but triple threads right in front of them, so do not pass them.
No, do not pass go. Do not collect $200 because you will not. As Zeki Cat gets caught down in 9th place with a little bit of that right.
And now send them to jail. Actually, they're going to lose a lot of money and a lot of rounds after that one. But Blackout slowing down, grabbing that double item box. Got those triple shrooms, and that's going to be able to bring them right through this off-road, going around these turns. Remember, that glider section can be a make it or break it situation and get items screened. Not the best situation to put yourself in, especially 11th place going into the final lap. There's not a lot of time left to get yourself up into that top 3 run. Fireflower not going to land. Yezi here in 7th. Got to be able to get around that air horn, and still more Fireflower getting thrown.
Yeah, Yezi in 6th place. They've got
Whoa!
Oh, we just activated the shaking with the control.
Yeah, the tilt control. Yeah. So they'll be able to utilize it to outline Bobby. Bobby also activates tilt controls, but that's only going to tilt them even more. Red shell, red shell, red shell, red shell.
How many red shells was that?
At least 58 as we have Ankles grabbing 1st place, but will it be enough to stop Bobby's run? We got 3rd. Where they end up? Where the 4th? Whoa! Am I reading that right? Wait, what?
I think you are.
No way. Wait, did I do math wrong? No way. Did I see that right? Is that a 68 to 65 right now? Did that obliterate him?
All right, we're getting some back talk on the stage right now. Immortal just said, "I'm not stupid." That's all I heard was, "I'm not stupid."
What are you saying?
Mega J Kesey is on stage standing and yelling at everyone. He is yelling at everyone like a school teacher, cop, or your mom.
say? Did
you
you make
good?
a your mom joke?
Yeah, your mom's an astronaut.
There you go. Well, we're not seeing. Well, I'll definitely look at those scores momentarily.
Yeah.
I do believe, if my eyesight didn't lie, it's a 68 to 65. Potentially for first and second place, and it's going to come down to this final race. Bobby getting obliterated on his favorite track. Will it bring it down the tier list is the question, and we will be gambling all the way, tossing the dice onto the one, the only Waluigi Pinball.
I do love this map. It's a fun map. It's exciting. I enjoy it. Watching everybody try to run around that pinball the entire time is kind of a lot of fun. And that middle section, oh, come on. Doesn't that not bring a smile to your face?
I love it. I think this track is very underrated. I think it's a lot of fun, but it can tilt you extremely.
I see what you did there.
Yeah.
It's a pinball reference. See what he
I
did
love
there?
pinball machines are so. Actually, I would. If I had
Everybody
the
likes
money,
pinball,
like
yeah.
if you didn't like pinballs, I don't know what. It's like it's
They're super
stimulating.
expensive. By the way.
They are. It's
They're
crazy.
really expensive.
I unironically want a pinball room, like those really nice licensed pinball machines. But yeah, they're like thousands of dollars.
Guess how much it is a pinball machine?
Well, that one's like the classic. That's
But
like the
just
number,
guess.
like
Just
10
take a
grand.
guess. 150 grand.
No.
Yeah, I'm dead serious.
I'm looking it up right after
Go
this.
ahead, look it up.
We'll see what Kiro's gonna be able to look up to as they have that pinball bouncing. It's going around. Got some triple greens also right in front of them, but that's not gonna get back. Thankfully for them, it almost got
that was a green
bounced.
shell right there.
Yeah, it got bounced off that wall over there, almost returned to sender type situation, and that green Yoshi is going to now take a long trip back to Lakitu Island. Sloppy Gunner in fifth.
Yeah, it was close to COD, cash on delivery there. Checking Sloppy Gunner, popping one of those mushrooms. In the turns, I like how much control they had. I'm not sure if I would have popped it. I don't have that much control, but I'm not Sloppy Gunner.
Yeah, it's really hard to say, especially decision making on this final race. You can go up in money or you can lose a lot of money, especially with how close these scores are. Bobby being one of those competitors up. Remember, 68 to 65 coming down to this final lap. We got Emery in first place, but that could change in an instant. Blue Shock still on the line, calling it into the third lap. We'll be seeing Emery still trying to outline the competition, goes right through that cannon section and working her way down the pinball machine.
We check in on Kiro, currently in 7th place right now, trying to get their way up the ladder, but they keep getting knocked back down a peg each and every single time. Now currently in 7th.
Got that piranha plant, so everyone else got to space out from around Kiro. Bobby in 3rd place. Remember, they have a 3-point lead, so if they grab a top 3, this could potentially either be a tie or something else. We'll see if he's going to be able to hold on for dear life. Still no blue, still no situation here that is going to put them in a good spot. Gets item screen for that double item box, has to go for the single, taking these drifts really nicely, but now still here in 3rd place. Shot comes out, blue shell on the way, which is actually the best case situation for Bobby. So Emery going down, allows Bobby to take over 2nd, but where is it all ending out? Emery in 4th, and Bobby in 2nd, and that will put it in the bank!
Sloppy Gunner with the 1st place finish, but it's going to be a little bit too late.
A little bit too late to talk about there just yet. That is going to be your winner, and that shows the consistency, line, stress management, all coming together to make one beautiful $200 first place prize. Here, going to Bobby, taking the 3P, if it actually is one.
Well, we'll give him the 3P. Immortal, I'm sorry, buddy, but look, all right.
Immortal looking like Immortal from Invincible, not looking so immortal indeed, unfortunately.
Yeah, normally we see Immortal with a smile on his face. Right there, he looked like he was about to fight somebody.
Literally just squared up with him, walking over. Buddy, you threw that red shell at me?
Come at me, bro. Come at me.
I'll throw a red shell right in your face, buddy.
Yo, I got red shells all day, bro. Got red shells all day. What?
Got the green in the back as well. We got the scores. Let's put it in the books. Let's mark it down in history. Bobby able to absolutely get a nice 80 points in 1st place. Remember, it was a 3-point difference going into that last race. Ankles grabbing 2nd with 73 points. Immortal in 3rd with 68. Zeki Cat in 4th with 59 points. Jaguars in 5th with 55. Tying with Sloppy Gunner. Yezi right behind them. Mega J Keezy tying with Yezi in 7th place. Emery in 9th with 50. Kiro in 10th with 39. Blackout in 11th with 37. And Taco Cat in 12th with 32 points. But give a huge congratulations to Bobby winning another Speedway.
Good job, Bobby. And great job to everybody who comes out, shows up and shows out. And also, great job to our production staff tonight. We have a lot of new people on board. And
love y'all.
Welcome to the party, everybody. If you didn't have fun today, check your pulse because you may not be alive. Look, I want to give big props to everybody behind the scenes. There's only 2 of us up here in front of the camera, but there's many, many people behind the camera to make our jobs so much easier. So thank you to them. Thank you to you. And have you been thinking to yourself, hey, I could totally win this? Because I know you are. I know you're thinking to yourself, oh,
I know there's a few of you in chat thinking, oh yeah,
I could come down and do this.
oh yeah, it's easy. It's just Bobby.
Oh,
Who
well
is
then
Bobby?
why don't you come down and do it? Prove it to us.
Sloppy Gunner.
I'm calling shenanigans. You can't
Bobby
beat
Gunner,
Bobby.
you can't do it because if you're not first, you're last. And Ricky Bobby is the one who does it the best as he has won another Speedway and put it in the books.
Got it done. Everybody's chasing Bobby right now, and it was a lot of fun today. We had some stiff competition. It wasn't a runaway victory by any means. There was some hemming and hawing, a little bit of back and forth, a little I'm
over
not
here,
sure.
a little over there.
But Bobby was able to pull it out. And you know what? Whew, good job to everybody who was here doing it under the lights. You should be here too.
You absolutely should, but remember, we won't have a Speedway next week. We have our Spike Drop event, so please look on the calendar, look how you can be involved. I do believe there's a couple spots left. I'm not too sure, but you can also be a part of the audience. It's a wonderful event, and watch some of the best Valorant players compete from all over around the world.
Hey,
and
what's that
here.
website that they can go
HyperX Arena LasVegas.com. Do check out when our next event's going to be, because I do believe we're going to be going on a couple weeks before we're back. So honestly, great to have a Speedway that actually kept us on our toes, kept us on the edge, and almost threw us overboard. So I'm really happy about that. But any last thoughts, any last statements, Logan, before we say goodnight?
Be good to yourself and be kind to others. Play it forward, pay it forward.
Beautiful.
Rock like a party star, party like a rock star. Smile hard, laugh loud. And last but not least, please like, follow, and subscribe so that you have your finger on the pulse of the community.